Okay, I think we are live. Let me just make sure that we are in fact live. Let me know, guys, if the volume is good, if you can hear the villagers speaking in Farsi. And yeah, we'll wait a few minutes to let people join. Volume good, perfect. Yeah, volume looks good on that end as well. Hi, Brian. Glad you could join us. This time you're second. And yeah, we'll wait another 30 seconds, a minute, and then we'll hit the old play button and start going live. Oh, how's that going? Who was playing today? I heard the Viper was sick or something like that. Oh, wow. Who did he beat? Okay, well, let's just we'll get started. We've got Team West, Team East. Seeing a few more people joining. Oh, wow. Hera against Mr. Yo, that would have been probably a lot of fun. I've been trying to keep up with Mem's live streams on Twitch, but here it's like in the middle of the workday, so it's a little bit more difficult, but definitely looking forward after all of this is done. I think Mem has been uploading like 5 videos a day or something intense, and so once the cup is over at a more relaxed pace, I'll probably just watch the games. But yeah, not surprising that the Viper Valese. Wow, okay, that's pretty cool. Okay, so let's watch us some Black Forest here. We've got Zach back from yesterday as the Saracens, Kylar as the Cumans, so his team's Palisades are going to be a little bit chunkier, Valis as the Turks, and Target as the Persians, facing off against Samaro as the Teutons, Ganji as the Lithuanians, Argitan as the Japanese, and Zastosi as the Franks. So a few high SF 1967. We have a few familiar names here. Let me actually just make sure the volume is... Yeah, the volume should be fine. Let me know, guys, if the villager kills and animal sounds are a bit too loud, but should be good. Anyway, we're starting the game off. This, like some other maps, this Black Forest spawned us basically in a hideout. So the map is divided to the south by what looks like one area of attack here, and to the north also potentially one, although it could be one over here. This is look at Zach's base. My goodness, what an unlucky spawn. This entire open field. He's gonna have to adjust his play style a little bit. Maybe play more Arabia, less Black Forest for now. Samaro moving in to scout his opponent's infrastructure, see what he's going for. I'm not too sure what the okay, he's looking for sheep. So he's already teethed 2 sheep on the right, 2 sheep on the left. Samaro pulling out some annoying maneuvers here early on in the game. Yeah, you know what, I might just start calling him Richard until I figure out exactly how the hell to say his name. I don't know if it's like a nickname or if it's meant to be read backwards or something. I have no clue. But yeah, we'll call him Richard in yellow as the Japanese. And now Zastosi moving forward. Remember, guys, that the map that they play on is on explored mode, so they do see where the wood lines are, they do see where the resources are. And now purple, Team East, it's not enough that he took 1, 2, 3, 4 sheep from target over here, but now he's pushing Zach's deer is Zastosi. They are really coming out aggressive in terms of laming resources. Not I don't mind it. Let's put it like that. I don't mind it. Zastosi managing to get himself 140 extra food for a little bit of extra effort. What is Zach doing? Has he managed to get... Yeah, okay, so he very quickly... he very quickly took the other deer that were on the map. Otherwise, you know, this scout here, who has proven himself quite capable of teefing deer, would have probably gotten that teal with a very aggressive wall off here, very close to the mouth near Blue's base, and teal over here as well. Green Valis is probably going to have to help his teammate out here. It looks like for the time being going Beastmaster with the 3 boars, but take a look at this. On this side he's got red. On this side he's got blue. And blue also going Beastmaster mode here, leading 3 boars to their slaughter. And now Zach walling himself off. But teal is in a little bit of a 2v1 situation here to start off this math. What's happening here? Okay, so everyone just luring 3 boars, making it look easy, and for all of us that tried to do it, does not actually come across that easy. Are they going to mutually kill each other? No. Purple Scout Cavalry saves himself. And look at this corridor here with a lot of juicy resources completely open for now. Orange making no attempt. Kylar making 0 effort to wall that part off, getting attacked by a boar. Villager HP going down. Okay, but does ultimately get all 3 of them. Hi, good times. Thank you for joining, and thank you everyone else for joining. If you're in the chat, or if you're watching, feel free to chat, say hello. Let us know you're here and enjoying the game. I love these the wall-offs of the cocaine bears earlier on to avoid having to deal with them when you're pulling those boars. Oh, we got a little bit of annoying. That happens to all of us. One villager stuck in the production line, and Orange finally looks like he wants to wall off, or not. Look at them building a palisade on the exact same location, but remember, cumin palisades, 33% chunkier, 33% more HP. Yeah, teal's position. I'm not a fan of this. This might be the Achilles heel. The only good news for teal is that there's no other avenue of attack into his base, right? Because take a look, it's all forest, an insane amount of forest here. And so all Valis has to do is build outwards to the right, and he'll eventually be able to support teal if teal comes under attack. Now, that being said, teal is Persians, so... Oh, Didera, thank you so much for the super chat. Appreciate it. Thank you very much. Yeah, still very shy, still very yeah. I appreciate all the messages and the super chats. Hi, your mom. Glad you could join us. Didera, next time write a message with your super chat so I can read it. But yeah, for now, Orange not able to wall off successfully, missing just 1 tile here. Purple moving forward. Like I said, these 2 players must be playing like this is Arabia and not Black Forest. You got the purple town center, the gray town center. Our Frank putting on... Oh, there you go, Didera. Thank you so much. Good cast. I appreciate that. For now, we've got a bit of a tower war here. Blue trying to push in, but teal with a preemptive tower. And this is what I said. Don't worry too much about the Persian. A civilization that's very aggressive, or rather can be very aggressive. Hi, Kotal Khan. Thank you for joining. Yeah, I wonder who made the roads here. Depends which forest it is, I guess. If it's the, what, the Schwarzwalde forest... It could potentially be the Romans. Purple continuing to try to bust in. Like I said in the beginning, these guys are just playing this map like it's Arabia. Orange continuing to expand civilian population, not really going military of any kind, although neither is Gray. Gray relying on towers, Gray relying on how many? 4 villagers on stone. There they are. And, you know, we felt bad for Teal that he was in a position here, target, that I shouldn't say he or she was in a position here that they could potentially get 2v1'd, but Teal's the one putting on the aggression. The only issue for him is red. If he decides to make an issue of it, might sideswipe him, but Teal spending the last stone he has to triple wall himself in. A palisade, a stone, and another stone wall right behind there. And now Purple pivoting with his army from Gray's base. Now he's attacking Orange. Orange not really, I guess not really paying attention because Gray had to ping it over here. One random Frankish tower or gate. Oh my god, not a tower, not a gate, a wall. A wall piece. And let's see how Purple manages to do this. This red scout, I guess, patrolling, making sure that relic is safe, but it's on your side. Not too sure safe from who. And look at this. Look at this. Target. Oh my god, now he's going to try to attack on the water. Remember, Persian docks, it's not only their town centers. Take a look at the HP, 4,800 compared to the usual 2,400. It's their docks as well. 1,800 compared to 3,600. Our Teal Persian target pulling out all the stops here, trying to get super duper aggressive. I just worry again if Samaro makes an issue of it. He is going up to castle. Teal nowhere close. Not enough gold, not enough food. Does he have the structures for it even? I don't know if he even does. He's got a barracks. Oh, okay. Now we've got one of his towers in jeopardy. Fubar, Teal is absolutely a beast. I was worried for him, but he shows us that there's literally nothing to be worried about. He is taking 3 players on potentially. He's a hop, step, and a scotch, or whatever the hell the expression is, away from Yellow's base also. But it's coming at a cost. His villager count of 37, second highest of his team. But no military to speak of. Now starting to pump out spearmen, going 4, 6 spearmen. But needs some villagers on gold. He needs some of this delicious, delicious, sparkly gold. Otherwise, he's going to get stuck in feudal. What is Zach doing now that Purple's aggression is over? He has to be careful. The second these berries are gathered, this is going to be a big old gap in his defenses. Okay. Although he did help his teammate. Remember, Orange playing the Cumans. No stone walls, no stone gates. Just basic palisades with a bit more HP on them. Yeah, exactly. Teal, I thought Teal would be the target of the aggression, Brian, but instead he is the one putting on the aggression. Although oh no. Blue here, Ganji, not his first time at the rodeo, immediately snipes the villager with the galley, and now all of Teal's aggression is over. That's it. Teal is no longer being the annoying person, and this is what I was worried about. Now red is coming in from the side. These are not exactly the strongest walls either. But behind this, what is his teammate doing? Gray going up to 1, 2, 3 town centers. Let's take a look at Yellow. Richard in Yellow as the Japanese. He is going monk play. Okay, so he's going to start, I guess, collecting relics. He is here in Purple's base. I'm sorry, did he build he built a blacksmith in the middle of Purple's base? Okay. And now he's building a stable. Okay, so our Japanese infantry-based civilization is building a stable. Blue Ganji with the top score on his team as the Lithuanians. I'm surprised that he's not out on the hunt for relics. I mean, more relevant to him than to the Japanese. 3 Persian spearmen slowly tickling away at the HP of this house. And now Ganji is here to help, rather Valis is here to help his teammate. And this castle is in trouble. Is red close to Imperial? 45 seconds away, although then you have to produce trebs, and then you have to hope that the trebs actually hit these bombard cannons. Valis moving in very much in supporting position. What is Orange doing? our cumin. Our cumin is booming with, okay, not terrible, 27 fishing ships. You think he can sneak in another dock here? Or is that too close? Look at them. There's a bit of a traffic jam between these two ships. Okay, let's see how Red reacts. One villager repairing the castle is absolutely not going to do anything against 4 bombard cannons with a 200+ bonus attack against structures. So that castle was ill-placed, ill-advised, and now falls. I guess the good news for Team North is that there's really no follow-up here. It's just 4 bombard cannons, a 5th one on the way, now coming out of the siege workshop, but there's nothing to support them. So a good amount of cavalry, which I think blue has, no? Okay, they're making their way somewhere. By the way, guys, these these sheep that were stolen by Samaro are still here. No one has discovered them. No one has found them. Team North with the lame extraordinaire. Teal pinging up here. He wants, I guess, the bombard cannons to pivot north. Valas with a very aggressive castle. I do not like this location at all. Very constrained, going to be very hard to defend. But let's see. Blue is in castle. More and more players going up. Red is in Imperial, but so is Valis. So we've got 1 Imperial on either team. Everyone else is in castle. Our Saracen. I mean, look, if you're spawning opposite the Franks, odds are your opponent is going to go cavalry. Ain't no better civ to get than the Saracens, in my opinion. Oh, these archers have to be careful. I'm gonna be shocked if they can even get 1 villager, and they absolutely did not. But Mamaluk's incredibly expensive. Needs to be careful with him. Can't really throw them away. Castle not being completed yet. 2 villagers had to reposition themselves, it looks like. Okay. Red converting one of Valis's bombard cannons, trying to convert a 2nd villager. What happened to the other villager? I guess the other villager died. Oh, look at this. Oh, I'm one of you guys. I'm one of you guys. There's no point in attacking me. What an absolutely hilarious turn of events here by Samaro, the lamer extraordinaire. First he gets the sheep, then he gets the villagers, then he gets the bombard cannon, which, by the way, is doing a good amount of damage to these other bombard cannons from Valis. Oh, this one should go down. No, almost. There's a map that's like, oh god, does lose 1 bombard cannon, does Valis, but now the spearmen are here. Gray pinging furiously over here saying, hey, Teal, join the party. I see your siege workshop. I see your light cavalry upgrade. Cumin's a very good partner to have for the Saracens. The Saracens having those big, crazy units like the Mamaluk and the good siege. The Cumin's adding a bit of lightning speed. Oh my god, he took my advice. How many ships now? 41 ships. Oh, you absolutely love to see it. But yeah, I think the Cumin combo with Saracens is absolutely deadly. Remember, Cumins, I think they're light cav, they're hussars, they're step lancers, and cav archers 30% faster in Imperial. So look at this speed, 1.74. Look at this absolute crazy speed out of them. Yeah, very crazy play with these monks. If only they were Aztec monks. But Teuton monks also coming with a few bonuses of their own, but now they have to run away the castle. Oh, the double snipe on the monks. Now orange is inside here. Now these are hussars. Oh god, more and more dots. I didn't see if he got okay, our Turk is researching artillery, and so their +2 range on these bombard cannons about to hit any second now. Theocracy for red basically means that if these 5 monks convert 1 unit, only one of the monks has to regenerate the faith. But at the end of the day, where is our Saracen? He lost his Mamaluk, so now he's just booming, which is bizarre to me. What are his resources like, Zach? He's got a good amount of gold. He needs a bit more other resources, though. Okay. Knights attacking here. Knights and hussars attacking here. Cumin siege moving forward, but Japanese hussars ready to meet them. I might want to kill this one hussar with no HP on him. More and more siege moving forward. What is Valus doing? Not much. Supporting his teammate, building more and more bombard cannons. Not a bad unit, but now, oh, has to be careful. Don't want to enter the base too prematurely, otherwise them monks are gonna make you change teams. Oh, attack round missing, just getting the edge, the tip of the monk, although this one does finally connect. So now we've got a battle of range here. These monks with 12 range got block printing, did red. These bombard cannons with 14, but in come the Lithuanian knights, +2 attack on them. Any okay, so our Lithuanian has 1 relic, it seems like. This isn't bad. Blue can distract Valus with these knights while red tries to convert him with the monks. I don't mind this play at all, especially when microed by 2 separate players. I mean, if it was 1 player, it would be difficult. You know, distract the bombards with the knights, the fast, quick-moving knights that are not going to take any damage, and then as the bombards move forward, try to convert them with the monks. In any event, we'll see what's going on here. Halberdiers out of our Japanese. These are insanely fast attacking halberdiers. Oh yeah, the Cumans are one of the, in my opinion, one of the funnest civilizations to play, just if you like speed. Berbers are incredibly fast, but Cumans, and here come the I'm trying to click on it. Oh my god, my clicking skills are terrible. Step Lancers, 17 elite Step Lancers. Remember, they have +1 range on them, so they can attack through walls, which is bonkers. A convert on a bombard cannon and it dies, but does Valus care? He's got 7 more, and he's gonna make red pay the price, or at least try. But look how many monks out of our red Teuton here. Cleared a path, and now these bombard cannons are in trouble. This is a lot of Lithuanian cavalry. An immediate Viper wall goes down to keep them out. Beautiful play here by Valus. Not his first time at the rodeo, but does have to be careful. What is he building? Nothing at the moment. And our last player on Team East, or rather West, Teal, is going up to Imperial. Ganji, what are you doing? Building fishing ships. Our Lithuanian needs to start getting more relics from the map, but yeah, this castle from Valus is done, so he has to retreat. And now Saracen Arbalests mixed with Cuman elite Step Lancers. Yeah, it looks like Team West is starting to push in a little bit too hard, although army supplies are not that different. And these throwing axemen, as long as these Step Lancers clog up, or clamp, or what's the word? Clump up, sorry. These throwing axemen can potentially be deadly. Not sure why you want to throw away halberdiers against Arbalests when there's Cuman Step Lancers just to the south of you. This is a lot of barracks, by the way, out of our Japanese player. Is he actually building? Okay, he's building a good amount of infantry out of them, but he does need more food. He's at sub 200. And now Team West is being pushed back by a combo of Lithuanian Knights and Teutonic Monks. Remember, Teutonic Monks can heal from twice the distance, which makes them absolutely bonkers and very effective on the field of battle, and especially when they're microed this well as they're being by Samaro. But our Cuman very quickly overwhelming everything and anyone. He's already population capped, the first one to reach 200, 41 fishing ships, a good amount of civilian population, 125. Not bad at all. That is exactly what you want to see. 35 Step Lancers, Camels, Cavaliers. Not too sure about the Camels, the Cavaliers, but what does Purple have? 24 throwing axemen, that's it? Zastosi's banking a lot of gold, but I don't know for what. He's building bombard cannons. Not too sure that's the right move right now. And now our Persian moving forward with halberdiers, sandwiching these Lithuanian knights. Oh, good attack round here by Valus. The knight's HP is basically at half, but not too sure about this move. And here come the Lechai. +3 attack. Yeah, so he still has just the 1 relic. Where is your relic, good sir? There it is. Oh no, he's got 2 relics. So how is he not at a +4? He should be at a +4 then. Oh, there he is. Yeah, okay, right as I looked away, he hit +4. Wow, that Lithuanian bonus is just one of the most annoying to deal with, but take a look. Speaking of upgrades and bonuses, Steppe Husbandry is possibly, oh god, is incredibly annoying to deal with. I mean, look at our cumin doing what the cumins do best, which is absolutely demolishing structures, running around at 1.68 speed for these guys. The camels 1.68, the cavaliers 1.56. Orange pinging here. His trade is under attack, but halberdiers out of our Persian should absolutely help out here. Neither team really having trade at the moment. Our Frank is incredibly under attack here. I don't know that he can withstand this. He's got 16 army supply against probably about 100 here combined between gray and orange. Now halb on halb action. Konix Lechai here from the Lithuanians. Oh, when they ignore armor, they're just so absolutely deadly, mixed in with supporting. I mean, look at these monks, guys. Look at these monks healing everything. Wow. What an absolute crazy strategy here. I mean, an effective one. Red, 25 monks literally healing these Lechai. Every poke that the halberdiers take on them with the +32 bonus attack is immediately healed. A random Teutonic Knight thrown into the mix, slowly waddling in his heavy armor. Oh, never mind. I guess he's being put on patrol. No, he's making his way in. Where are you going, buddy? Where are you going? Okay, he's going to attack a house. Meanwhile, yellow pushing back. Siege is out. Throwing axemen are out. Japanese towers with what looks like 3 arrows. So Yasama has been researched. Is this enough, though? Siege is finally out from our Saracen. How many trebs? 6 trebuchets. Oh man, we've got ourselves 2 big battles here. I don't know which one to look at. I mean, halberdier on halberdier is not exactly the exciting Age of Empires action, but in come the Lechai. Look at their HP. How slow it's going down. Although the further they move away from these monks, the quicker it does go down. And now it looks like yellow is pushing back the Cuman siege. Purple has drawn a line in the sand and has said, you will not move beyond this point. What is yellow doing up here? Cocaine Bear is attacking him. Get some more villagers to help out here. But looks like trade is going to go up for Team East. But the battlefield continues to take its sacrifices. Oh, I thought he was going to go, the Onager was going to shoot the Arbalest. Instead, he tried. Okay, never mind. He got a whole bunch of Arbalests here. I thought he was aiming at the Trebs. Oh, my God. Is there any... let me ask everyone in the chat, okay? Your opinions. Or your opinions singular. Is taking a trebuchet shot, taking one of these balls, and being slammed, is that the most disgusting way to die in this game? Like, imagine you're a unit. Imagine you're a halberdier. Imagine you're operating one of these onagers. You've got an axe strapped to your back, and this giant ball, flaming or not, depending on whether they research, I guess, siege engineers. These ones are flaming. Hits you and crushes you. Is that not the most disgusting way to die in this game? Oh my God, blue Lechai storming Team West, storming Valus's base. Our Persians sending crossbows. Remember, Persians don't get arbalests because they have the oh my God, I'm gonna butcher the pronunciation, Commandaran upgrade. And so they basically turn their crossbows into trash units. Oh, flaming cannon, bombard cannon. Yeah, those are pretty bad too. Okay, yeah, true. Absolutely true. You see a camel with a bunch of burning hay on its back, you better turn tail and run the hell away. Japanese towers, not enough to stymie this aggression. The Saracens, like I said, when they get the ball rolling with their siege, it is incredibly powerful. Oh God. Steppe Lancers taking on Lechai, but little by little, these Lechai finally do go down. They are taking a lot of step lances. Orange pinging here, orange pinging here. They want blue the hell out of their base. This corridor not being used by anybody. And now yellow and purple. Oh man, look at purple and red score. They're just not that high. How many monks now? 24 monks, all converting one halberdier. Remember, though, he does have theocracy, so this is an absolute crazy, fantastic strategy here out of red and blue. Lechai to tank, and then take a look at this HP on this one Lechai. Look at the health bar. He took on 3 halberdiers and he's still alive. What cavalry can do that? An FU castle being placed here by Zach. A doubt castle if I've ever seen one, although a little bit more secure than a standard doubt castle. Lechai continuing to be annoying. 11 kills on this one Lechai. Probably going to be 12. He does move faster than the trade card, right? I think the trade card is just a 1.5. I'm surprised he's not catching up. Why is he not catching up? He moves faster. In any event, he is not. Even if he gets one more attack, these cavaliers are going to swipe at him. Let's go back to the main action. Red and blue. Blue has now mixed in some hand cannoneers. Our red Teuton building literally nothing. Oh my god, he's been converting trade cards. Oh no, never mind. Has he? It looks like he's been converting trade cards. And anyway, in any event, everyone is an Imperial. But this is the real issue here for Team East. Purple's base has been ransacked. His resources still around. This is a lot of villagers out of our Saracen. 37 villagers on gold, 58 total. Ay, but blue doing whatever he can. Ganji trying to get a backstab powerful enough that orange pulls back his army, and it looks like it's been successful. Look, orange used to have the majority of the military force here on in purple's base, and now it's all gray. All orange has is a few supporting siege units, some rams, a few hussars here to the right. But yet again, we find ourselves, look at those sniper lines. We find ourselves yet again in a situation where Team East is pushing in through the south, Team West is pushing in through the north. Lechai being as annoying as they could possibly be until Step Lancers managed to clear them up. What is yellow building? Nothing. He's building 4 halberdiers and 4 onagers. Oh my god. Mordhog. Oh yeah, that's the. I didn't know that's the name of the orc general, Brian. Yeah. That really ugly one with that hand, the arm that was in like all crooked and stuff. Talking about the age of man. Oh my god, guys. 52 minutes into the game. Zestosi, our Frank, still has these bizarrely unupgraded archers firing at a structure that they have no chance of taking down. I don't know who wins here. I mean, they haven't dislodged Teal just yet. It looks like Team West is doing taking the better fights here, but now a full body of Lechai has arrived. 17 full health Lechai are going to be able to storm this unless Gray gets the best attack rounds he possibly can. Starting off well, killing 6. Not the, oh my god, he killed more trebuchets than blue did, but blue, oh no, he clumps his units. I think our Saracen did more damage with these onagers than blue did, to be honest. How many step lancers did he kill? How many trebuchets did he kill? But a temporary relief from the fighting here. Morthog. Okay, I didn't know that. That's awesome. Yeah, I love it when they throw those big chunks of structure and he just looks up and all the other trolls and the orcs are all quivering and afraid. And he just looks up and then he takes one step and it lands, and yeah, it's a baller move. Baller move. Okay. Not too sure this castle is necessary, but yellow holding the line here, does lose a mangonel. or an onager rather, pushing out. What is purple doing? Yeah, not surprising. Purple was rendered basically inactive here. Okay, first game of the night has proven itself to be just as messy and just as fun as all the other games. What the hell is purple doing here? Building Sim City. Can he attack into anything here? No, he can attack a market. And this is still open. So I don't really know what the hell Zastosi was doing here. Did he have any military to speak of? 5 bombard cannons. And he just researched siege engineers. Okay, he escaped here. Not bad little area. I think the problem for Team West is that Team East just didn't do enough damage to the Persian. And by the way, it looks like there was a big battle here while we were looking at the north. So let's look at this. So what's going on here? Valis finally with a force other than bombard cannons. 19. Are these elite? Yes, they are. Persian with the trash Commanderan crossbows, tower shields. Remember, guys, my confusion between tower shields and hill forts. But in come a body of 35 Cuban steppe lancers. Let's see how this played out. We saw the north. Let's take a look at the south. Nothing here for no army here. These monks are all dead. Oh, what an absolute terrible loss here. Elite skirmisher is not really going to do much. Oh, man. So I think MVP, what do you guys think? Is the MVP orange or is the MVP green? I mean, I think, Brian, you said green for the win, but I don't know. Look at orange swarming to the north with a combo of hussars and steppe lancers swarming to the south. Blue, Ganji, 1,200 gold. Where the hell's his army? His army is here. I'm clicking the 7 late shy. I don't know why it's taking me. I think Ganji maybe spent a bit too much. Oh my god, 11 kills on this one. Maybe Ganji spent a little bit too much time raiding and not too much time full on fighting his opponent. But in any event, wow, either green or orange is the MVP. My vote goes to orange just because he's attacking on multiple fronts and he saved Zach's ass here when Zach was under attack by our purple Frank. In any event, yeah, wow, what an absolute fun game. Let's move on. Oh god, Ganji is playing the Persians. Valis the Berbers, okay. And we got Bob the Destructors back. Okay, a couple of familiar names. Nightlife. I think we've seen all these players before, right? Let's take a look at the teams. Green, teal, red, and gray. What am I saying? Blue, teal, red, and gray. Blue, teal, red, and gray. We'll call them Team East. Okay. And then green, yellow, purple, and orange will be Team West. Okay, so the teams actually match up. So let's take a look at who's playing, what civs they are. Like I said, Valis as the Berbers, the 2 telltale bushes tell us that purple, Richard, this game is playing the Gurjaras. In yellow, the Japanese Chaos to win. I've casted a game of his before, fantastic player. And Nightlife playing as the Bulgarian. Well, if your name is Nightlife, Bulgarian is a good civ for you already. Krisibu trying to wall off this portion of the map as the Malay. Ooh, okay, that's going to be a tough one. Ganji, as I said, as the Persians. Nolo as the Burgundians. And Bob the Destructor as the Koreans. Now, this is also a very weird, very interesting map. Orange here has potentially a lot of room to be attacked, and although it kind of looks like the last map too, a little bit, where there's this north-south corridor with an opening here. We've got 4 scouts and a villager making an issue of it. More villagers streaming across. Isn't it funny how they fight so hard in the beginning of the game for these wall-offs? And then ultimately these wall-offs generally by the end of the game mean absolutely nothing. It's funny to me, but I get why they're fighting over the wall-offs. Let's take a look at the map, because this one is also I'm predicting a very messy, disgusting game here. There's a big forest in the middle as always, but then green has to deal with 1, 2, 3, potentially even 4 avenues of attack here. This is just weird. It looks almost like a paw, right? With this is the little chunky part, and then 1, 2, 3, 4 fingers. Looks a bit like a paw. Okay. In any event, orange and teal walling off, agreeing this is where we're gonna wall off. And you know what? We'll stick around. We'll build a lumber camp. Leave our villagers here in case anyone attacks anyone. Easy to reinforce. Easy to continue building more and more walls. It does look like a cat paw, right? That's what I thought. Let's take a look. What the player... I'm really concerned about green here. Okay. Wall off here. Wall off here. The question is here. What is he going to do here? I mean, gray is not making any effort to wall anything, right? Bob the Destructor, he's just exploring with his scout, not really taking an interest in anything on the back of his 12 villagers. Well, he's got 3 more. Where the hell are the other 3? In any event, I don't see any wall up here. Teal. So 1, 2, 3, 4 avenues of attack still remain open. I think it's going to be important for whoever whichever team wants to win, for them to take this alley, this north-south alley. Very important for Team West. Absolutely crucial. If this alley falls under control for Team East, then they're going to have just way too many avenues of attack into Team West. So Team West really needs to control this road. The Clemson logo. I'm going to Google that. I don't know what the Clemson logo looks like. So in the middle of a live stream, I'm just going to Google Clemson logo. The Clemson Tigers. Yeah, it looks exactly like that. That's hilarious. Sometimes these maps spawn in a very funny way. Boars being taken here by red. Boars being taken by basically everyone. A Gurjara camel doing his best to catch up to Valis. Maybe they're going to try to do a little bit of a 2v1 here. But for now, players establishing their positions. Teal walling this part off. Again, I think Teal would have probably been better served sneaking a villager in here. Maybe leaving them somewhere in this corner. And just waiting patiently and then cutting off this north-south road. So that Team West absolutely has an issue with being attacked in multiple directions. Or rather, exposed to being attacked in multiple directions. Yeah, Orange knows that. I don't like this at all. I don't like ceding control over this part of the map. I think that's a bad move here by Orange. But what can you do? The players are playing the way they think best. And let's take a look what they're doing. Teal. Any army? No. No army except for Gray, who has 1 militia inside here. Is he building a second? Yes, he is. And he's going up to feudal as well. Purple wisely deciding to wall off between his base and his allies' base. I am, of course, being sarcastic. Camels chasing scouts. Is there anything else in there? No, just the 2 units. A lot of very bizarre wall offs here. I mean, like this wall off is not necessary by red. I feel like teal and red are walling off very inappropriately. Green wisely walling off here. Needs to get this villager dead before the scout caps to help and reinforce. Oh, now yeah. So a 2v1 becomes a 1v2, and now this villager. Okay. Baller move. Baller move here by Valis. How many of us would have lost that villager? Although no, is not quick enough to repair the palisade, and now she dies. That was by a fantastic play here. Yellow pinging. What is yellow pinging? Yeah, I think green knows that he lost the villager here. Yellow, I don't think you really need to ping him. And who is building this? Gray is now building this. So Gray is taking advantage of the fact that they killed green. And now he's moving in with towers, Korean towers. Not something you want to see creeping and encroaching on your border. Okay, is anyone taking water? Let's take a look. Blue looks like he's about to take water. Yellow is taking water. Green is taking water. Purple, no access to water at all. But take a look at purple. Take a look at purple's base here. Pretty good base to expand into as the Gurjaras to the back. And then just expand forward. Purple pinging here, saying, hey guys, we see 3 villagers. Yeah, Green has to get his ass. Oh my god, Valis again with the quicker villager movement. Now remember, the Berber villagers do move 10% faster, which makes him able to run circles around these basic villagers. So take a look, they move at a 0.8 and he moves at a 0.88. So that deking that he did, that running around these villagers, is absolutely a brilliant use of his Civ bonus, his Civ feature. But now he's in trouble. The villagers walled in here, gray with the stone walls. Purple discovers it. Valis gonna move forward. He's gonna see it. They're holding baskets. They have no clue what the hell they're about to do. Oh man, and now Valis's wall off here basically makes no sense. All the energy, all the effort, all the micro, the resources, all for naught. Because our Korean has already closed off this avenue. Not too sure where this villager thinks he's going. Oh, trying to save himself. Again, with a faster speed movement. I mean, Val is just playing this villager brilliantly. Let's see what's going on here. I don't know that I like this by Green, this wall here. Don't you want to be able to harass your opponent on the water? I don't know. In any event, let's take a look at the detente between teal and orange. No one making any attempt. I don't know. Again, I mean, tell me if you think I'm wrong. Tell me if it matters at all, or maybe I'm just being too hypercritical. But this north-south passage between Green's base and Orange's base, they're ceding control over it to their opponents. I don't know. I don't like that at all. You can't give up this kind of corridor. It just, again, that basically means Green can now be attacked from 1, 2, 3, 4 directions, which is absolutely bonkers. Then it becomes basically an Arabia map and not a Black Forest map. More and more people reaching castle the second they do, of course. Additional town centers. Okay, Valis agreeing with me, saying, you know what, I don't want to be attacked in multiple from multiple angles, so I'm just gonna wall this part off and hope that this chunky part in the middle with 3,200 gold and 1,000 extra food in terms of boars, you know, we'll see who takes it. Anyway, we'll see if I'm right, we'll see if I'm wrong, we'll see if I'm just predicting something that is not even within the, you know, the thought process of these players. And who's left? Valis is left in feudal. How many resources? Oh man, he needs to get these numbers up. He doesn't. He's got a quarter of the gold he needs, and now he spent that as well, building an archer. Okay, he's pinging over here for some reason. He is under attack. Shrivamsha though should do well against this scout, especially since the scout has 9 HP. 1, 2 whacks of the spear, and that scout dies. Now Green is pinging here. Oh man, Red, where did you come from, Manolo? So base is pretty empty, and then he just moves into here with a monastery and a siege workshop. And let's see what they decide to do. Again, Valis's base, like I said, just way open from multiple different angles. Look at this. North, middle, south has 2 angles, but some preemptive Shrivamsha riders out of purple, 7 of them heading over. More docks for our Japanese. Remember, their fishing ships do work a little bit faster, and they have double the HP, 120 HP compared to the usual 60. Yeah, it's almost like he's being attacked by multiple sides, because he absolutely is. For now, though, maybe he doesn't care, because unbeknownst to us, he snuck in a little bit of a colony here. This is a lot of structures out of Valis, who with a few archers has just managed to push back Gray's entire mining here. Oh man, Shrivamsha's coming in. One does get converted. Spearman should get the other one, but oh no, does get converted, but does take a mangonel shot to the face. Terrible loss here for Richard, who is now our purple Gurjara. Bob the Destructor desperately trying to wall this off. You know, if you want to lead your opponent into your galley, your villager should be running towards the galley, which is exactly what's happening now. Valus's archers taking a bit too much fire. They do manage to get, what is this, a trap? Orange, happy to boom, even though he is potentially exposed here. I mean, he doesn't really know what his opponent has. This is his vision. So I'm surprised that he's being so calm and relaxed, building a 4th town center. No military whatsoever for him. Shrevamsha on Shrevamsha action. Team East with the superior army, superior numbers. Remember, Shrevamshas don't have the same bonus, or rather any bonus, against monks as the light cav do, but my god are they fast. 1.6, and now they're streaming into the flank of Valus's base. Purple pinging here, telling his teammate, be careful, there's an army heading your way. A monk thiefs a relic. Another town center going up for our red Burgundian. He is in castle, but is he researching cavaliers? He is not. He is happy to stick on this monk. Another Shrevamsha. Guys, we're seeing how many Shrevamsha? Seven Burgundian Shrevamsha riders. Absolutely epic use of monks so far in these 2 games. Valus continuing to be annoying with these archers, but at the end of the day, only 4 kills on them, and now they're in basically a dead zone. There's a tower here to the left. There's a town center over here, and now they're gonna get stuck here. Although it looks like there is an avenue to exit, so Gray needs to put up a little wall there. Will the Shrevamshas get the mangonel? Looks like they will. Oh man, absolute trouble here for Valus. Oh, and they managed to bust in through the house that's not built. This is absolutely terrible for him. I mean, they don't attack on the highest, right? Only on an 8. But town center gets up. The villagers immediately get in there. And now knights are coming out. Valus making himself at home, letting purple defend his base while he streams his units outwards. And now a tower? Okay. Let's see what our Malay player is doing. It's hilarious that none of his teammates gave him a lake, even though, you know, more of a naval civilization, or a mix at least. Outpost going up for nightlife. He does not want to get rear-ended by some clever onager play here. I mean, I think 3 here is a little bit too much. Maybe get rid of the middle one, but they are not that expensive. So what's being attacked here? Oh, a snow leopard. Okay, guys, you know my casts, you know my live streams. We have to stop everything, and we have to follow Tony the snow leopard as he very slowly runs. Oh, I don't know, is he attacking the which villager? Oh, he chooses her. Oh, that sound. Oh no, they get her, surround him, and okay. Our Burgundian with the pike. So the player that in a usual 1v1 I would introduce as, you know, having the ability to have cavaliers is the one going pike and monk. What are you doing here, Mr. Scorpion? A random scorpion here. Okay, is shooing away these archers, but has to deal with this. Has he seen this infrastructure? Okay, he's seen it, so he knows it's here. Now the knight is going to discover even more of it. Yeah, he sees everything. I don't know what I'm talking about. That's Valus's line of sight. Sorry. The Korean, yeah, he sees the blacksmith, so he knows there's something there. Let's move pivot south, where Ganji, who is in Imperial, the only one on his team in Imperial, is moving forward with bombard cannons, gunpowder units, hand cannoneers, anything and everything that shoots a bullet with pewter, rather saltpeter, is being used by him. More archery ranges going up. Chaos Twin also in Imperial. What is he building? Yasama. So we're gonna see a nice tower push out of him, assuming he's got the stone. He's got an okay amount of stone, you know, good enough for now. But there's this pile right here that Ganji should hopefully be nice enough to share with his teammate. The problem is orange now. Nightlife. Our Bulgarian is under attack. Not a single Krepos in sight. Okay, but How's he going to respond to this? Oh, Chaos the Wind is putting up towers? That is an absolutely bad idea. Absolutely bad idea. I mean, these guys have 12 range. To your towers, what, 11? Yeah, that's not a great idea here by Yellow. And now Valus's infrastructure here, this sneaky little side base is under attack, as is his wall. And this is what I was talking about. Now Green is going to lose control of the north. Teal and Red are going to have absolute domination over this area of the map. Domination and dominion, I should say, not just domination. And now this castle is under attack. Orange, 300 stone. Not sure he wants to waste that repairing a castle, but he disagrees. Yellow could help out, but Yellow... Okay, I mean, Yellow's got 1,600 stone, so maybe he should help out. But this is not a winning move here. This is just a hold pattern. What is Orange building? He doesn't have a single military unit. Orange thinks he's playing Farmville. Look at this. Look at his supply. 118 villagers. He's not even building any military buildings. He's building more town centers. He's planning on retreating. Red pinging over here, trying to desperately get a few of these. Oh god, light cab. But this is bad. Orange here has no military to speak of. Malay moving forward with their battle elephants. Oh man, I don't know what Team West is doing here. Nightlife has completely collapsed. More and more elephants streaming in. I mean, there's really no point in these elephants streaming in. Let the bomber cannons get rid of all these towers. Why are you wasting even 1 or 2 or 3 units? In any event, let's take a look. Gray with the castle here basically denying. I mean, these pike, instead of posturing here like you know, guardsmen at Buckingham Palace, maybe turn around and start attacking some structures. I don't know, just a thought. Red's infrastructure being cleared out of Valus's base finally, although they're gonna have to deal with a lot of infrastructure. These halberdiers not the quickest to demolish buildings. The problem is Orange is not doing anything. He's building economic. I mean, this is terrible. This is absolutely terrible here for Team West. Does he even have a stable? Does he have a castle? Does he have a barracks? Does he have an archery range? A siege workshop? Nothing. Orange is completely gone hippie. Does not want to take part in any of the fighting. He is there protesting the war, saying give peace with Chrissy Boo a chance. Chrissy Boo absolutely not interested in peace. Chrissy Boo and Ganji very much interested in steamrolling their opponent. Yeah, it absolutely might be GG soon. I mean, to the north, there's not really a lot of action happening, right? Like, Yellow is just busy clearing up Red's infrastructure. Let's see if he goes after the palisade. He does not. Green, Valus, I mean, he's rebuilding a little bit. His infrastructure here has come under attack and is now rendered nullified. 2 archers are not really going to do much. Oh my god, Orange, 1 town center, 2 town center. What is he doing? Where are your resources? He's got a lot of food. He's got almost enough stone for a castle. And now the trade is coming out for Team East. So Team West has stabilized here to the north. Red has stopped their attack. But again, we have one team that loses an entire control of a base. Although, take a look at this. He's being left alone to mine. He's being left alone to gather food and gold and wood and all the other resources, because they're so focused right now on busting through these Yasama towers from the Japanese. But take a look at how powerful these towers are when combined with halberdiers. Oh my god, they're just absolutely shredding these elephants. The problem for them is there's nothing to take care of these bombard cannons. Oh man, I mean, look at the elephants. I want to take a look at their HP when they charge in. If they charge in, they really have no reason to charge in here. Wow, what's the pierce on these guys? Only 4. Okay, not too sure. I mean, Chrissy Boo probably just wants to have some fun and engage into here and kill, but the reality is he has absolutely no reason to. Look at all this arrow fire from these Japanese towers. Finally, some siege forward. Oh, what an absolutely disgusting attack round getting two onagers here. And these elephants have to be careful. I mean, they are going to beat the halberdiers on a 1v1, but take a look at their HP. They're down 2,000 HP already, and they haven't done anything. There's 0 kills on these elephants, and they're already down 2,000 HP. That is just absolutely terrible. Finally, they decide to engage. Shrevamshra's encircling them, heading for those juicy bombard cannon, or rather hand cannoneers. Remember, they do dodge those bullets as well. Oh man, these Malay elephants are just absolutely being ransacked, demolished, shredded to pieces. Beautiful move out here by Team West. Bombard cannons, though, still a problem. 12 range. These Trebs have to move forward from our Japanese. These halberdiers have to move forward. Forget protecting your onagers. The towers will do that. Just start getting rid of the HP on these elephants. To the north, Team West is also pushing out. We've got Custeliers. Oh, sorry guys, I clicked on the wrong part of the map accidentally. Custeliers with their attack. Oh man, it's not pleasant to be on the receiving end of a almost 40 attack by these guys. Now Camel Archers taking on Korean galleys. Moving forward, this castle should fall, and absolutely it does. Team West now pushing out. The question is it going to be enough? Oh yeah, this town center is still here, and Teal sees it. I mean, Teal sees it. There's a bit of a hippie colony here singing Kumbaya as they mine gold together. Orange and Teal here on opposite sides of the war. And now finally Orange realizes garrisons his villagers will attack, but unfortunately for him, now that he's attacked Teal, I think Teal is going to notice that there's a town center here and start moving against it. I wouldn't be surprised if army starts streaming south to get rid of that. But Onager is saying, you know, we don't like the way we're attacking here to the north. We're just going to open up a path to the south. And in they move. Let's see if Yellow is going to be ready for it. He is building a tower up here on the hill. I mean, he sees the trees being... we're taking a look at Yellow's vision here. Now he sees everything. So he's going to have to repivot. He's going to have to relocate. It's incredibly annoying to have to do things like that in the middle of a game when your APM, your micro is already being taxed. Custeliers moving in. They want a piece of these Berber camel archers. Okay, instead they run away. Elephants continuing to die to these halberdiers. Not a good trade for our Malay at all. His resources not exactly the highest in the world right now, sub 1,000 gold, but oh my god, look how many hand cannoneers out of Ganji. How many is this? 49 Persian hand cannoneers. Although it looks like these onagers from our Japanese in yellow have managed to stymie that attack. Not too sure that camel archers are the way to go here, to be honest. I mean, they don't really have an attack bonus against these Custeliers, right? They're usually just there to take care of cavalry archers. Very, very specific use for this unit. But it's what Valis wants to build, so Valis is building it, and it, by the way, is a lot of fun to watch, and they also move incredibly fast. I mean, like I said last game, you've got the Cumans on the one hand moving like lightning fast, but the Berbers also doing a pretty good job with mobility. Purple, what is streaming across the map? Heavy camel riders. Yeah, exactly. Hey, surprise. We have a bunch of onagers heading your way, but some Yasama towers able to get rid of that. Custeliers all fully charged up and ready to go. Let's see them try to take on these Shrevamshras. Probably would do better pivoting north to try to take out these camels, honestly. Shrevamshra is not exactly the strongest cavalry unit when fighting other cavalry. Okay. And it looks like I was wrong. Neither team really making use of this north-south corridor. And see, this is what I was talking about. Orange, with a little bit of a mistake. That town center, when it attacked Teal's villagers, it notified Teal. It made him aware that there's an entire orange colony here that wasn't killed because he got that attack node, that really annoying sound that you hear when your units are being attacked. And then Teal just sent units down to get rid of them. Oh god, these Custeliers, without the charge attack, not the strongest. I don't think they should be engaging into these camels, but exactly. Retreat, hit and run unit, let your counter rebuild, and now attack on a 40. So I think Orange made a bit of a mistake here. I think he could have continued mining peacefully as long as he didn't attack those villagers. Let's see how the progress here to the south. Incredible chaos here, pushing back essentially on his own, a 2v1, and now Bulgarian light cav are streaming in. Iron casting being researched. Blast furnace will have to be researched after that. Look at all these camel units. 69 camel archers. Elite. And how many purple Gurjara camels? 35. This is over 100 camel units on one small screen. Yeah, I'm not gonna harp on it, but yeah, Orange did make a mistake. Oh god, Trebs are dying for our Japanese player. Only one bombard cannon left though. Okay, two-handed swordsman it looks like for our Malay coming out. Oh no, Bob the Destructor, what does he have? He is frantically building pike. They are over here. Our Korean's base has been breached and almost entirely taken over here by the combined might of the Berber Gurjara Empire. That being said, Orange's base has been completely taken over, and they're so cocky that they're starting to trade 105 gold for these markets. When they get home, my goodness, if blue, he's getting up to 46. Wow, that's basically 5,000 gold for every trip that they take. But my god, how many camel archers is this? Custeliers don't stand a chance. I know it's pronounced Custelier, but I absolutely cannot say that word over and over and over again. Too many syllables. So Custeliers all dying. The Gurjara is taking the brunt of that fight. Not unexpectedly. How many bombard cannons? 8 for our green Berber with the upgrade, so 13 range on them. And now this castle's, oh no. And now our Persian moving forward with heavy camel archers, 29 of them. Okay, I mean, let your elephants tank, I guess, but you're dealing now with siege onagers out of the Bulgarian. Never fun to deal with. What is our Bulgarian doing, by the way? Trade carts, light cav, and siege onagers. Okay, not a bad combo of units. Blue. Oh, really? Okay. Game sounds are too loud, Brian. Yeah, okay, I'll just reduce it a little bit. Sometimes when there's a lot of conflict, especially in like the deathmatch games, yeah, the sound needs to be lowered. But yeah, it looks like Team West here managing to dislodge Gray. Gray has literally nothing but 5 pikemen. Orange, luckily for him, the Japanese in yellow here managed to completely stop 22 towers. Keeps managed to completely stop the aggression out of Teal and blue. And it kind of seems like Teal stopped trying a little bit, right? I mean, look at his army. 2 elephants and 7 two-handed swordsmen. Not exactly the biggest army in the world. This, though, this might be the biggest army in the world. 75 elite camel archers, 30 Gurjara heavy camel riders. So there was a base trade, Gray's base for Orange. Did Orange finally lose all his villagers? No, he did not. He still has 3 villagers here. Orange wasn't the biggest fan of his game plan, to be honest, but he survived long enough so that his team to the north, a combo of Valis and Richard, managed to completely overwhelm the Korean base, even with the Custelier support. I don't know that Nolo really played the Burgundians to their full potential here, but that's neither here nor there. I mean, 111 villagers. Yeah, okay. It is what it is, and I was absolutely wrong about this north-south corridor. I thought it would play a much bigger role here. But I sometimes forget that when players start getting engrossed in the game and 100% like in it, that the last thing they want to do is open up another theater of war, which means even more micro, more attention paid to places that are not the battlefield. And by the way, if at the 50-minute mark you look away from a battlefield, all of a sudden you'll discover, where are they? You'll discover 8 bombard cannons throwing these big rocks right at your face, and that is an unpleasant way to lose 10, 20, 15 units. So wow, okay, another fun game of push and shove here. Yeah, I'm not surprised Orange has the biggest villager population. Orange was basically just basically making villagers the entire game until the end, where he threw in what, a stable and a few siege workshops. But overall, also another fun game. Oh, Margugu's in this one. Modri's in this one. Okay, we've got our third game. Let's take a look at what we're working with. Gray, blue, yellow, teal. Gray, blue, yellow, teal. Well, that's Team East. Oh, look at that. The team names last. And then red to green. So let's take a look who's playing in this one. We've got Margugu this time as the Bulgarians. AR-12 as the Kamai. Darvoy as the Orange Poles, and Valis as the Bengalis. Okay, you know what? It's going to be interesting to see how Valis handles the Bengalis. Again, one of the most reviled civs in the game for some bizarre reason. Sicilians by Fresh to death. Is it me, or should his name have had the number 2 instead of the word T-O? Samero playing as the Mayans. Okay, I haven't seen the Mayans yet today. Celts for Kylar. Big expectations out of that civilization on Black Forest. And Modri as the Byzantines. Okay, so basically we have Byzantines opposite the Bulgarians. So 2 civs that can really take a punch to the face. We've got Bengalis opposite the Poles. Oh, that's going to be tough for the Bengalis. I mean, it's always going to be tough for the Bengalis if Valis decides to go Rathas, but you know, other options for them as well. So let's see what happens. Let's take a look. How many lakes do we have on either side? 1, 2, and the other side has 1, 2, 3. I'm not even call this. This is a contested lake. So a little bit of an unfair spawn, I think, in terms of lakes. Team West only having these 2, whereas Team East has a, you know, they're smaller, uglier, but they're there. 3 lakes in total. Heard some scuffling, some fighting here. Got a little bit of 2v2 action. Purple and red taking on yellow and teal. 3 villagers to 2, though. Let's see how they decide. This is an easier map, I guess. The wall off here in the north. There's only this 1, 2 avenues of attack. Purple pinging here, no doubt telling one of his teammates to take that. Valis with an easy wall off here, but a less easy wall off to the north. Look at this big open space. Oh man, I don't know if you guys heard that. There was a very loud growl of a snow leopard. Red committing, Margugu committing a huge amount of resources. Remember yesterday when Doubt was playing and he sent what, 11, 12, 13 villagers? I don't know what the hell he was doing or thinking, but it was a lot of fun to watch. And now this one villager, you are stuck in here with us, and he gets killed. Red Margugu with the brilliant wall off here does manage to trap Modri's villagers. So Margugu v Modri is going to be a fun little matchup to watch. Modri already has the wall off here. Does Red even know about that? Yeah, he sees part of the wall off, so he knows. Modri trying to bust through. I'm not too sure why. You already have your wall up. Why are you trying to bust into here? You want to build something else? I don't know. In any event, what is Valis doing? Okay. We know what Valis is doing. He's going to get these boars. South or north? Let's see. Based on the scout, it looks like he is going to take the ones to the south. And let's watch the Beastmaster in action. My first short on my YouTube channel was Valis going Beastmaster mode with 3 boars grunting their way south towards his base. Scout running interference. Is it me, or does Valis have one of the cleanest boar pulls? He just knows how to use this. Oh my God, he's going to go for 4. He just knows how to use his scouts so supremely well to run interference between these boars. Although now he obviously took a little bit of a weird turn of events here. 1 boar down, 2 boar down, 3 boar down. I don't like. Oh, look at them side by side, spooning in death. What is happening here? A boar being lured by our blue player who has moved forward. Oh, look at this cute little wall off around the boar. He respects nature, you know. Samero says, you know, just because we're trying to kill each other doesn't mean that we should disrespect Mother Earth. I'm not going to ruin the habitat of these wild boars. I'm just going to work around them. But this boar blocking his villager as the villager tries to wall off or repair the wall off. Let's see what the hell's going on here. Modri deciding to stop his incursion into Margugu's base. Margugu also with a bit of an ugly wall off here. Is it full? Is it a full wall off? Yeah, it's a full wall off. Tree to the south. Perfect. Okay, now Team West is trying to bust their way into Team East's base. So lakes are being taken. This lake, as I said, contested. Kind of. Oops, sorry about that. Kind of in the middle of no man's land here. So not too sure which player will take it at all, if anyone takes it. More and more boar pulls being done. Samero. Must be the 3 boars that were here, right? Okay. But again, look, he spent all the wood, not a lot of wood, but all the wood, all the time, the energy, the micro to build this palisade. It just, I don't know. To me, a lot of times in these games, I mean, obviously when you're in the game, you don't know what your opponent is going to do. We have the caster's God's view. We can zoom out and literally see everything and anything that's happening on the map. I guess when you're in the game, it's a bit of a different situation, but some of these wall-offs do actually seem like liabilities as opposed to... oh, is he running interference with a villager? Hilarious play here by Era 12. But it is working, so... Joke's on me, but that is a fantastic boar pull by him. But yeah, it seems like some of these wall-offs are actually just liabilities. Like, look at this. He's 2 minutes away from feudal age, so no stone walls. Remember, the Mayans bring one of the coolest, or I guess most economically beneficial bonuses to their team, where their walls are 50% off. So it saves players a good amount of stone once they hit feudal. But again, look at this. So he's basically going to leave the villager here for another minute and 15 seconds, and then I'm assuming he's going to turn this into a stone wall. Eagle Warrior exploring the south here. Teal moving south as well. I don't like this at all, using the stone as part of your wall off. Okay, all the lakes have been taken. Little shared family vacation here between Samero and Kylar. And what is our Celt doing? Let's take a look. He had 20 seconds away from feudal. Okay, not bad. Fresh to death being the first to hit feudal in his team. So he has the blacksmith. Building a market. And let's see, blue. Let's see if I'm right that the second he hits feudal, he's going to put up a stone wall. There it is. Yeah. So was all of this effort really worth it to keep one scout out of your base? I mean, the scout, yes, the vision that they see is invaluable, but as a military unit, these Dark Age scouts, these even Feudal Age scouts, I don't know, not exactly the scary unit that some of these players think it is. And then he just retreats. So overall, blue wasting a lot of time, in my opinion. While he was doing that, though, Valis hitting castle first. Let's see what he decides to do with that. Siege workshop here. Gray, though, plopping a outpost down. He sees that his opponent has hit castle, so he wants to know exactly what happens. Let's see what vision he gets once this outpost is complete. Stonewall, of course, also going up for him. Does not see the... Oh, that's so sour. One tile away, and he would have seen that siege workshop. Orange, also castle. Orange, 2 town centers. And who else? So, who's next? AR-12 is also going up to castle. Team East, I mean, no one's in castle, but take a look at the top right of our screen. All 4 of them going up to castle, basically a minute apart from each other. And now stone walls are going up as well. Nobody really wants to fight at the moment. Everyone kind of wants to build up their bases. Everyone wants to ensure that they're safe from any kind of attack. Except for Valis, who now makes an issue of it with his mangonel. But let's say he busts into here. What's his follow-up? What's he going to do? Is he really going to move this far in with a mangonel? Maybe if he brings some villagers. Oh, if he does, he's going to run face first into a Sicilian castle. Remember, Sicilians build castles twice as fast. Take a look at the bottom left of your screen. It's so ridiculous how fast they build castles and town centers. Twice as fast. My goodness. And it's done. That is how it's done for the Sicilians. Incredibly fast. But there is a gap here. There is a gap here. And Valis immediately moves in, immediately discovers that there is a castle. So absolutely nothing he'll be able to do now. Yellow building not fewer than 1, 2, 3 town centers. Our Celt, let's see if he's up to no good. Okay, getting upgrades for his fishing ships. Doesn't have a lot of fishing ships, although producing more and more. Now Valis realizing he can't really push in now that there's a castle, going the civilian route, building 2 town centers. Okay, so not much activity at the moment. Army supply 6-3, and Margugu, the last of the feudal age warriors, is now heading up to castle, a minute away. Let's take a look at the infrastructure these players are building, see if we can decide or figure out what the hell they want to build once they all get their economies up and running. Okay, Orange building a town center right next to the town center. This is a very interesting, I've seen this done before. I don't know what it's for. I mean, if you're under attack, you can run into the other town center, but right next to it, literally on the tile over. Take a look at that. There's not even 1 tile difference here. In any event, 2 town centers. I guess he wants more gold. Maybe should have put it here. I don't know. In any event, it is what it is. A tower going to be taken out by these mangonels by Teal, and Margugu hitting castle. Needs to get an army up ASAP. Otherwise, he's going to have 3 mangonels. Krepost immediately going up for him. Exact same range as the mangonel, being 7. What is our Mayan player doing? Just letting his palisades get destroyed by these Bengali onagers. And actually, let's see what Valis is doing, because you got one of the best players with what some people argue is one of the worst civs. Created a wall off of structures and buildings and whatnot. Okay, this quarter finally secured by a very flimsy palisade. More and more fishing ships. 19 so far for yellow. Look at these snow leopards. He's basically yellow. Kylar has created a zoo here. If you want to take your kids, you can see 1 snow leopard. Then you go a little bit north, you do a little bit of walking, you see another snow leopard. And then if you walk a little bit north, you get all these juicy resources. 3,200 gold, should be 1,400 stone. Yeah, 1,400. And what is our Mayan building? Absolutely nothing but onagers. Another town center going up for Valis. He's going up to 4 town centers. Our Bulgarian also, or rather Pole, also at 4 town centers. Purple sitting on 3. Margugu sitting on just 1. That's garrisoning a villager for some reason. Oh no, now he's starting to lose fishing ships. Krepos not up by Margugu. Margugu in trouble here. Galley trying desperately to distract. Or not a galley, a demo raft, sorry. Desperately trying to distract this mangonel. Villagers moving in. Oh no, the scorpion's gonna get you guys. Oh, terrible. But are they enough of a distraction so that the Skrepos can go up? It's at 91%. Oh, you should have just sent those villagers there. This annoying scout pivots from attacking Mayan palisades to attacking Byzantine houses. Good luck with that. Remember, the Byzantines get juicier and tankier as the ages go by. Okay, 6 villagers potentially could finish that Krepos. I wonder if our Mayan will go plumed archers. I mean, remember, Mayans do get discounts, but I don't think those discounts apply to skirmishers, right? I think it's just the regular foot archer. Castle almost up, but plumed archers also not terrible at hit and runs. They are incredibly fast. The fastest moving foot archer in the game. Oh, and red taking a 1-for-1 mangonel shot. Okay, Margugu doing fantastic with his siege so far. Is managing to whittle down the siege count. This Krepo still at 91%. Okay, he thought for a second to move in these 5 villagers, but 2 of them are on death's door here. Not sure why he's moving this one incredibly weak villager forward. Immediately dies before it even gets to the Krepos. And what are you, you little green dot? You are a villager. Yeah, so he's going plumed archers. Is Samaro. Is Valis making an issue here? No, he's not. What's our Sicilian doing, by the way? Nothing. He's booming in fishing. Okay. Oh, what an absolute beautiful shot here. 2 mangonels for a mango and a villager. Oh, she was at the wrong spot at the wrong time. And now yellow moving into support with a very chunky Celtic castle. What is he building? 105 villagers. Man. Contrast these games with games like Deathmatch, where literally within the first 5 minutes there's already been 1,000 kills. We are 26 minutes into the game. The army supply is a massive, whopping, gargantuan 19-7. Krepos did finally go up for Margugu, so he is in a bit of a better spot here. Although is Teal at all close to going up to Imperial? No. Is Yellow? Yes, he is. Look at Yellow's resources. He has 200 food, 100 or so gold. And actually, forget everything I just said. He's already going up to Imperial. Margugu in a bit of trouble here. Once Yellow hits Imperial, no doubt, I can say with, what, 98% accuracy that this castle is going to start producing trebuchets. And once those trebs are out, all of Red's defenses are gone. Does Red have any military buildings whatsoever? He's got a siege workshop. Oh man, where are your stables? Where are your barracks, your archery ranges? Something. Kamai, does he have a castle? No, he does not. He is going to go stay the stable route. Okay. Orange reinforcing Valis with a couple of Polish castles here. Does he have Schlachter yet? I don't know. We'll see. More and more people rushing up to Imperial. So now the action is going to start in the next couple of minutes. I think all hell is going to break loose. More and more players moving forward with military infrastructure. For some bizarre reason, our red Bulgarian, though, choosing to take a more pacifistic approach. Snow Leopards doing what they can. Yellow finally taking these resources. Maybe put up a market here. Maybe start trading. Neither team really interested in trading at the moment. Purple Knights attacking Byzantine infrastructure again. If there is a civ in this game that can take a punch to the face, it is the Byzantines. You do not want your +0 attack knights wasting their time on a few houses, especially when you know that you're playing against Modri, not exactly a noob. He is going to reinforce with a secondary wall, probably a tertiary wall, and another castle here. Oh, the Celt is moving forward with a huge chunk of army. And now take a look at the army supplies. 33 to 33. Although right as I finish saying that, it turns to 34. And what is our Mayan doing? He had a few plumed archers going up to 20 plumed archers. Okay. I wish we could see the upgrades on them. Actually, we can. +2/+2. Gray. Is he making any military whatsoever? He's making pikemen. I see the, oh god, I see the halberdier upgrade for our Celt. You know, I always have such high hopes for Celts in Black Forest just because their siege is so incredibly powerful. And then they always end up building halberdiers. Where are the Woad Raiders? Where are the Paladins? Okay, getting Führer Celtica, great. But again, Look at him moving forward with in 10 seconds. These are going to be very, very hard to deal with. Let's take a look. 3, 2, 1. Boom. Oh, God. Oh, incredibly hard to deal with. Green pushing into teal in the battle of, I don't know what to call that. Structure destruction. Purple building knights. And again, Margugu with no army to speak of whatsoever. He is stuck in Castle Age. He has half the resources he needs to go up to Imperial. Elite Elephant Archer for Valis, so we know what our Bengali is going. Not a bad option for him. And out come the Trebs, out come the Bombard Cannons, and out come the Obuks. Look at how many Obuks this is. This is absolutely disgusting how many of them there are here. Oh my God, another contingent, 47 Obuks. Fully upgraded, by the way, +4, +3, +4 on them. But Plumed Archers, remember, they do get a small, I think, +2 attack bonus against infantry. Let's see if the Plumed Archer Halberdier combo is enough to stymie this Obuk movement. I absolutely do not think it is. But the Plumed Archers have to move back. Is there any static D here? There's no castle, there's no tower, there's no nothing here. And those Halberdiers are gone. Remember, the damage that the Obuks do to your armor sticks around until you either heal or garrison your unit. James, you absolutely made it. Welcome to a live stream. And you made it right as the game got juicy and interesting. 5 seconds ago, the army supply was 7. Now it's at 200. Now the Celt is moving forward. Margugu, I have no idea what his game plan was here. Not a single military building. He's got 64 villagers. I don't know what Margugu is doing. He's going to get completely evicted out of his base. AR-12 with the Kamai. What is he building? Nothing. 4 Cavaliers. Team West seems like they're throwing this game. He's got a good amount of food. Does our purple Kamai building light cav? Okay, I guess that's something. But in come the Bengali elite elephant archers. Are they fully upgraded? Yeah, they look like a blacksmith, but chemistry still missing. Mahayana also being researched. So these 157 villagers are going to take up 10% less population space, which is going to leave a lot more room. So what is that? 15 extra elephant archers with Obuks to tank. This is basically an unstoppable force right now. Our Mayan has nothing to defend against this. Would do well. Okay. Our Mayan might not, but our Sicilian with the siege might. Although it has to be careful. This is a lot of elephant archers. Let's go back to our Celt. They are fighting to the death with our Khmer player. Margugu reestablishing himself here in the center. A market, no doubt, is going to quote-unquote balance his economy. Fancy schmancy way of saying selling and buying resources. Okay, Mayan Sicilian combo holding the line, but why the hell is our Sicilian building halberdiers here? Okay, not enough Obuks. How many now? 42. Where are they? Okay, they're slowly streaming across the map. Not the fastest moving unit in the game. Okay, I think Team East kind of holds it here, although it does have to make sure he doesn't keep losing siege onagers to bombard cannons. Are these upgraded yet? They do have the +1 range, but Plumed Archers doing what they do, which is hit and run, quick little movements, sniping all of the bombard cannons on the front line, but 3 move in to reinforce. The Plumed Archers have to move the hell out of the way. Let the freaking siege move forward. Oh, he's getting more of his own halberdiers than he is elephants. Ugh. What is Teal building? Let's take a look at here. Modri. Our Byzantine halberdiers. Okay, not the most exciting unit, but against light cav, they will get the job done. Oh man, a lot of kills here by both players on their own units. A lot of friendly fire. Let's take a look at 1 friendly fire out of 4. And now we've got okay, Byzantine elite skirmishers pushing their way to the south where there's literally nothing. But this is what I was talking about. Now orange and green are potentially going to get sandwiched in a 2-pronged attack here. But do they care? Take a look at how many freaking elephants. You're 37. I don't think you even need to run away at this point. Just stand, fight, shoot. But sergeants have entered the chat. Let's 35 of them. Let's take a look at their upgrades. Fully upgraded sergeants. Would love to see some Sicilian Cavaliers with Hauberk, by the way. Should do extremely well against these Elephant Archers. Sergeant's doing way too much moving. Where are the Plumed Archers? 58 of them, but where the hell are they? Okay, here they are to the north. Okay. Look, blue and gray are losing a lot more units, but they are holding the line. This is a huge chunk of army. 10,000 HP. Oh, hello, name who shall not be said. Oh yeah, James, we all love his name. Even when he tries to say, hey, say my name out loud. You know, somebody on Reddit was asking, how the hell, because, oh god, these scorpions very exposed. But yellow not interested, instead taking out an onager here. Could have taken out how many? Could have taken out 8 scorpions here. Oh man, Margugu, what are you doing? You are doing nothing. You are a farmer to this game. 102 villagers. But as I was saying, there was somebody on Reddit who was saying, you know, how the hell do I deal with a death ball of Khmer? Oh, I love this move here by the Plumed Archers. This is exactly what Plumed Archers need to be doing. Now get the bombard cannon. Oh, fantastic play here by Samero. Absolute boss move with these Plumed Archers. Absolute boss move. That is in itself going to hold the line, because now there's nothing to deal with 10 Sicilian siege onagers. But anyway, now going back to my story before I interrupted myself 1,000 times. Okay, screw my story. There's a second front, or rather a third front, that has opened up here. Byzantine Castle with 6,700 HP. More and more ranged units being pushed in here. It looks like Team West is going to collapse any minute now, right? I mean, Margugu's base is forfeit. He didn't even mine out all his resources. There's still gold, there's still stone, there's still room for infrastructure, but purple seems to be holding the line here. I don't like this clump at all. I mean, you're going siege on siege. You do not want an onager shot to take out all of your units. That is the quickest way to get to GG. But now Khmer Hussars fully upgraded, moving at a 1.65, can dance circles around these halberdiers on their way to the siege onagers. But he's building, I don't think he has enough structures here. He's got 9 stables. 1, 2 of them are not even operational. Okay, Valus deciding to quit the fight over here, saying, I absolutely cannot take on. Holy shit, how many freaking 74 halberdiers? 74 halberdiers, 62 plumed archers, 13 siege onagers with reinforcements streaming in. Not a bad idea by Valus to pivot to this direction at all. He absolutely cannot handle what is about to hit him. He is getting 3v1 here by gray, by blue, and by teal. What is Darvoy doing? What is he researching here? Siege elephant. Okay, finally some Polish cavaliers make it in. How many of those are we working with? Only 21 though. Hi Tazy. Oh yeah, this game. They're always, these Black Forest games, they're always so quiet for like 25 or so minutes, and then they just absolutely explode into the most bonkers action. Teal pinging to the top here, saying, hey guys, you left a whole bunch of infrastructure untouched. Red is still in this game. Why the hell don't you try to get rid of his castle? Remember, we are watching a pro game, so obviously no murder holes on these castles. Trebs should be able to get rid of it. How many elephant archers? 55. But Valus has literally no answer to this force that is knocking down on his front gate. Even siege onagers. Oh man, I hope he's killing more of his own team. He's taking out more HP of his own team than he is anything else. And yellow has been stopped here, and now finally Bulgarian two-handed swordsmen are moving out. Tusk swords for our Khmer, which means that where are they? Oh, I can't find them. 1 second. Oh, what is this? Bilbo Baggins research being done for our Bulgarian. Oh, I'm having a brain fart. Baggins is the oh man, it basically makes these two-handed swordsmen trash units, right? Somebody in the chat let me know. I don't have it in front of me right now. I always forget the Bilbo Baggins upgrade. It's like the Lithuanian upgrades of tower shields and hill forts. Always confuses me because of the name. Baggins. What exactly? Oh man, I'm having a complete brain fart. My mind is trying to absorb 3 different fights at once. Not exactly the craziest force here out of our Byzantine, but Valus's base has been... It gives them extra armor, right? Okay. So let's take a look at them once that upgrade is done. Did he cancel the upgrade? +4 armor. Oh yeah, there it is on the melee side. Oh yeah, you are desperately trying to get me to say your name. Maybe one day I will. Maybe when something happens. Oh god. Oh god, absolute slaughter here. Guys, I'm gonna do something. I feel like there's a GG coming, so I'm gonna do something that... Because this looks like it's a crazy battle here. So, how many Polish Cavaliers? 41 Polish Cavaliers, still 67. But he is taking them on his own. Not a good idea. Oh god, what an absolute massacre here. Obo's trying to help, but the Obos are being decimated by these plumed archers. Oh man. You know, I probably will say your name, not to say your name, but something will happen in the game, and I'll just like be flipping my hands up in the air, and then I'll just say your name, because you know, not shy to swear here and there, try to avoid it, but you know, it does slip out once in a while. Yeah, Team West has been condensed into 2 bases here. They are absolutely not long for this world. Where are all the elephants? Only 36 of them left. And this is the moment Valus decides to counterattack into a Mayan castle with Trebs, with siege elephants, and with elite elephant archers, leaving the north of his base completely exposed. Purple has relocated some siege workshops here as well. Purple is not... I would love... absolutely love to see some siege elephants, or ballista elephants rather, but unfortunately I don't think he's got the resources. AR-12 got less than 200 gold. Excuse me. And now Margugu has been completely kicked out of his own base, but there's a bit of trade happening. Where's the trade happening with? How much gold? Okay, 38 gold is not terrible, to be honest. I thought it would be like 15, 16. But yeah, this looks like it's about to be GG. Honestly, guys, I have no clue what Margugu was doing this whole game. Oh man, look at that armor, you guys. With that Bilbo Baggins upgrade. I absolutely don't know what Margugu was doing this entire game. Finally has the semblance of an army. 55, 59. You know, when you were in school, whether it was high school or university or college or whatever, you know, there was always people, myself included, who would study last minute. You know, you'd have a month before your exam. You knew you had a month before your exam, but then you started studying 3 days before. Maybe Margugu is doing that same strategy here. You know, he had 45 minutes to get an army up. He absolutely did not. Now we're in the 52, 53 minute mark of the game, and finally he has an army that shows up. Yellow pinging here saying, hey guys, there's a bunch of chunky boys effing up our trade here. And my god, is Valus effing up their trade. Every trade card coming in through here is being sniped by these elephant archers. Oh, baller move by Valus, but I don't think it's enough, especially now with the Byzantine entering the chat. This is literally a 3-on-1 push here. Yellow on his own, able to basically take on all of the players, purple, red. Oh, man. 3 hours before. You know, there was one exam. Oh man, I hope my parents don't hear this, although at my age, it doesn't really matter. There was one exam, what was it? Oh, I forget exactly what class it was. I think it was like marketing or something, where I started studying with a group at like 1 in the morning before the exam. And then by 6 a.m., we were all so hopped up on Coca-Cola and coffee. And it was just... yeah, I feel like Margugu was doing that strategy here, you know, a little bit waiting too long here with these exceptionally tanky two-handed swordsmen. Let's see, even if they reach the battle, okay? Even if they reach the battlefront here with their 9 melee, 5 pierce armor, they would be fighting plumed, which, remember, the bonus applies after the fact. So it would still, I guess it wouldn't be doing that great of damage, but he's hand cannoneers. 31 of them would absolutely wreck them, while the pike or the halberdiers took on the brunt of the damage. Sorry, guys, I'm going to go for a couple of beers in the market. Oh, Brian, cheers. Let us know what kind of beer you're drinking. Are you more of a Guinness man, or are you more of a lighter lager man? What is it, 8:45? I mean, I hope it's not back. Depends how long you are. Procrastination is your a country's national sport. Oh, man. Yeah, no, Atlas. I mean, I tried hard in some courses. Oh, look at all these arrows, these flaming arrows flying in the sky. I tried hard in some cases. But yeah, you know, there were some times where, you know, last minute was the name of the game. But I feel like Margugu was doing that. He had the entire game to build an army, and only in the last 5 minutes that he finally built something up. Let's take a look at the oh, not that button. Let's take a look at the stats. 121 elephant archers, 254 halbs. Resources. I mean, look at Margugu. Margugu at half of what the most of the other players have, but Modri and Fresh to Death, surprisingly, I would have thought Modri would have had more, as would Fresh to Death. Okay, they banked some pretty big armies. You know what? I guess Fresh to Death was going mainly halberdiers, right? 75 halberdiers. Not exactly the most resource intensive unit in the game. In any event, let's keep going. That was an incredibly fun game. And who do we... Okay, Margugu's back this time as the Malay. We got Modri again. We've got AR-12 again. Zastosi's back. Valis as the Britons. That should be fun. But yeah, guys, Valis as the Bengalis did a fantastic job in that game. Absolutely fantastic. Oh, some rum? Oh, nice. Well, we'll see you when you're back. Hi to your friends and enjoy. Let's take a look at the teams while Brian heads out to have a fun night out. What are we working with here? Blue, teal, yellow, purple. Blue, teal, yellow, purple. So we'll call that Team East. Okay, look at that. So guys, the first time ever, the team names that I created in the first game have lasted 3 and 4 games so far. And then what? Okay, so let's take a look at our players. Let's see who's playing what. Darvoy this time playing as the Berbers. Valis, as I mentioned, Green Britons. In gray, AR-12 as the Lithuanians. Zastosi as the Spanish. So we got some pretty decent civs here so far in Team West. Modri as the Byzantines this time. Ethiopians, Mununez. We'll see how he handles them. Will he support or will he collapse? Samero as the Persians. And Fox's Margugu as the Malay this time. So not the Bulgarians. We'll see how he does with that. What an absolutely ugly map, guys. I'm going to zoom out. Apologies to anyone on a smaller screen. Look at this. Look at these multiple avenues of attack. So red and teal have already walled each other off. Red needs to finish this one. Let's see if he realizes it. I mean, of course he's going to realize it's a high-elo game. Then we've got another avenue of attack here. A bunch of alligators, or what are they? Crocodiles waiting to pounce. Oh, no. Orange. Darvoy. You know, this happened when? Yesterday when we were watching a game also. That... Oh, God. Look at it. Look at Margugu moving in. It looks like to steal the board. No, he had a bow in his hand, that villager. But it happened yesterday where one of the players' resources were very much forward-facing, and that caused a catastrophe for him. And, of course, his team ended up losing the game. So yellow walling off very aggressively right in Darvoy's face here. We'll see how our Berber reacts for now. Not doing much. Blue here supporting his yellow teammate. Green, where will you decide to wall off? Lots of little clumps of boars as always. And now gray moving forward as well, but will run into a purple scout. We'll see if they engage into each other. And oh, purple gets a swipe off before 2 swipes off before gray even reacts. Villager moving forward. She's got a big old Mjolnir in her hand, so we know she's about to build something, but a crocodile says, F you. I am not going to let you build anything. Oh, yeah. And that, ladies and gentlemen, is the Discovery Channel portion of the game. Steve Irwin would have been proud. Although, actually, no, Steve Irwin would not be proud because she killed the alligator, the crocodile. So the crocodile hunter, who's in the business of saving crocodiles, would probably not be very happy that she did that. And yeah, let's take a look. Only really 2 wall-offs so far. Green making himself at home with his teammates' lake. I wonder if they communicated there beforehand. Only 1 lake on this side. There's a second one here. I guess this is the someone mentioned that there's an error with either Capture Age or Age of Vampires. If you guys can hear the fire burning in the background, apparently that's one of the there's a glitch in the game that you can hear that. There is a lot more forest behind them than in front of them. That's what I was talking about. There's a lot of little narrow alleys, but there's also a lot of big open spaces here. So I absolutely hope, as I do with every game, that we get to see big old battles. First to feudal, though, is our orange Berber. Where are you? You are up here. Not a surprise with those villagers that move faster. So he can go on the back of 18 villagers as opposed to the standard 20. Yeah, if you're joining us for the first time or not for the first time, this is not a tournament game. These are just ranked and unranked ladder matches that the players play. Elo generally 2,000 and up, although sometimes there's an 1,800, a 1,900 that is added into the mix, but we don't actually see their Elos here. But when I pick the game, I definitely try to make sure there's no not one team has all 2,000s and then the other team is like 13, 1,400. Otherwise, that's not a fair matchup. So yeah, if you're joining us for the first time, say hello in the chat, make yourself known. Let us know how you're doing tonight while Brian heads out to get a drink, a little bit of beer, a little bit of rum. Hopefully he's not mixing the two. What's the expression? Beer before liquor, never been sicker. Liquor before beer, all in the clear. Probably should have told him that before he left. Although I doubt he I doubt he needs me to tell him that. Very aggressive wall off here by Modri, including a secondary wall off that he is kind of building around AR-12's wall off. But now purple moves into support. I guess they're going to fight over these boars. We'll see. Okay, our Berber hitting feudal. Our Berber plopping down a Berber tower. Not a bad thing to do. Might be able to get this house eventually after about 7.5 years of firing on it. But a defensive tower out of our Malay Margugu. Wow, Margugu with the military structure at the 10-minute mark of the game. Not exactly the same Margugu we saw last time. Okay, will they break through before the villagers come to with the house? They will not. So a valiant attempt here by Zastosi. Maybe if he added that scout for a little bit of extra damage, could have busted through, but for now, absolutely not. And now a stone wall being placed by Margugu, who is claiming, by the way, look at it, look at this piece of land that Margugu is claiming for his team. This entire area of the map. Absolutely crazy move by him, and fantastic because it gets all 9 of these boars. That's 3,000 food that he is claiming for his team. Blue not supporting his teammate, rather doing a bit of a safer wall off, although expanding into the water is Samara with the highest score on his team, gonna hit feudal in under a minute. Highest score because obviously 27 villagers, 6 fishing ships. Oh man, look at our Ethiopian rushing the castle. One of the cool things about Ethiopians, when you play a closed map, because they get what oh, the chat is gonna rip me apart. I think they get 100 gold and 100 food every time they go up in age, right? Yeah, 100 gold, 100 food, I think. Not 100 wood. 100 food. If you don't research Loom, and look, he skipped Loom, so his villagers only have 25 HP. If you skip Loom, you don't have to build a mining camp to get gold, because you start the game with 100 gold, then you go up to feudal, you get 200, and then you can rush up to castle. Now, obviously, on a map like Arabia, Atacama, and all these other maps that are completely open, not exactly a winning strategy to avoid Loom, because the extra, take a look at the stats with Loom, rather without Loom. 1 second. Looks like a bunch of them are skipping Loom, which is weird. So take a look at the armor here. +1, +2, 40 HP. And then take a look at, where the hell are you? I knew I was going to lose track of him. There he is. No armor and 25 HP. So the Ethiopians on a closed map have that little bit of an advantage where, especially when you're playing in the supportive role, so purple is not the one who has to do any wall offs. Purple is not the one who has to worry about crocodiles attacking any villagers out on the map, because he's not out on the map. Doesn't have to worry about towers, doesn't have to worry about anything. Although this is not a tower. I'm not sure why I clicked that when I said tower. There's a tower right here. So because of that, the Ethiopians can rush their asses up to castle. It's absolutely fantastic. Hi, Alexander. Welcome to the game. We're at the 14-minute mark in about 10 to 15 minutes of in-game play. The way this map looks, all confusing, narrow alleyways, whatever, I predict a very good game here. By the way, these are also some very powerful civs. I'm incredibly interested in seeing how Valus plays the Britons. Valus has not had the greatest luck in terms of civ spawning, right? Last game he was the Bengalis, which again, one of the most hated civs in the game, if not the most hated civ. And now he's playing the Britons, which are not exactly they don't exactly have the best track record with winning a lot of random map games. In any event, we'll see what the hell Valus is. In his hands, any civ can do damage to any civ. He is moving 6 or 7 villagers north. Let's see. Look at Orange's base, incredibly compressed. He has literally no room to expand. Even when he hits Castle, which, let's take a look at his resources, nowhere close. Right? Darvoy, Orange, 50 gold. Nowhere close to hitting Castle. He's got no room to build infrastructure. Very unfortunate spawn here for purple, whereas green, take a look at how much room green has to expand and compare that to orange. Orange, literally, where would you even place a second town center? Here? Behind the gold? To the north? Maybe to the south? In any event, may not have to worry about that at all, since Valus, our Briton, is placing down his first castle in a very, very aggressive and also defensive position. I absolutely do not like the castle right next to the wood line. If he comes under attack from the trebs to the right, his, you know, it cuts off area where you can place your own trebuchets. Crocodile's continuing to get revenge for Steve Irwin's death here. And now this villager does have loom. Our Ethiopian, did he get loom? No, still loomless is our Ethiopian. Although remember, hitting Castle Age very, very quickly. Immediately 4 town centers. And let's see what he decides to do. For now, just building more and more civilian population. Another crocodile. You best know we're going to zoom in on that. For anyone who's joining the live stream, I see there's 21 people watching. If you haven't watched my channel, I absolutely love to zoom in on the wildlife attacking and getting attacked. Just because I'm like that, you know? So welcome to the game. RAR12 going beast mode, although didn't really have to do that. These boars, number 1, are nice and safe for him, and number 2, they were like an inch away from his town center, so I'm not too sure why AR12 felt the need to kill all 3 boars at once. I don't know what the rate of decay is on these boars. Maybe I'm sure somebody much smarter than I am, either in the chat or who's seen a Spirit of the Law video, will know how quickly they decay. So I don't know how much resources he gave up by having these boars killed all at once. And what is red doing? Red is now under attack by the standard Modri Mangonel. Let's take a look at what our Byzantine is building. He's got his first monastery out, a siege workshop. He's gathering the resources. Take a look at his resources. He is 300 food, 300 gold approximately away from going up to Imperial. He's got the requisite structures, the monastery, the siege workshop. So we'll see if Modri rushes up to, I said castle, I mean Imperial. Theodore, yeah, you're right. It does save him from having to micro later. Very good point. I wonder if that in itself is enough. Again, I don't know what the rate of decay is on these animals. If it makes up for it or if it's doesn't make up for it. But in any event, you are absolutely right. And now this Briton castle full of longbows shooting multiple arrows. 1 longbow decides to come out. 7 range, 8 range, of course, right as I finish saying that. And first to Imperial will be Valus as our Briton. Let's see what he decides to do with that. longbows could potentially be very, very dangerous to yellow, to Margugu, who is again not building any military except the bare bones that he needed. Last game he also just had a mangonel, and I don't think he had a monk, but he definitely just had a mangonel. He is again on the back of one town center. Why? He is very relaxed. He sees the castle, he sees that it's firing multiple arrows, he sees that there's the nice white flag on top of it, meaning it's garrisoned most likely with longbows. And now Modri hits, or Valis hits Imperial. Valis immediately builds a trebuchet. Modri, though, let's see what he decides to do. Got a bit of a mango standoff here. A Byzantine mango, a Spanish mango that needs to be repaired yesterday. Okay. 1, 2, 3, 4 town centers being built for our Berber. And like I said, how gross is it that he spawned such a compressed base, and now because of that he has to expand in this direction? No, you know, not a bad direction. I mean, his teammate Valis, again, look at all the space Valis has, can't accommodate it. And now Darvoy pulling in some boars of his own here, although they do get a bit of a traffic jam with some of Valis's stone miners. Oh, this boar doesn't know what the hell he's doing. Oh my god, oh my god, what the hell is this? What the hell is this? Oh man, confusion reigning in the boar kingdom. But oh no, he forgot that he's supposed to be running. What a loss here for Darvoy. Oh man, I'm glad we got to see that on camera. Yeah. Okay, this siege workshop will fall, and now Modri in Imperial, first on his team to hit Imperial, will be able to treb down these structures, but an emergency wall being put up. Heresy. Oh. Sorry guys, I something with my I think I hit my mic by accident. But anyway, Heresy being researched. Basically, now that if our Spaniard converts any unit, it just dies. It's as simple as that. Oh, he did. Oh my god, he did have the zoomies. That was epic here by this boar. Where is he, by the way? Did he make it? Did he go all? Oh my god, he went all the way back home. Oh, it's not a boar, it's a javelina. Sorry guys. 6 HP down. But now Valis, inserting himself into Yellow's base, has been mining a good amount of stone. Is going to be able to build this castle, unless these monks have something to say about it. Might try to convert some of the villagers just to piss them off. But is there block printing for these guys? There is not. They are basic 9 range. What's the longbow? 10 range. So good luck trying to convert anything with those monks. And Margugu, for a second game in a row, finds himself in a heap of trouble here. Yet again, he is now housed, it looks like, at 50. Oh, he is building a lot of defensive towers, our Malay. How many? 4? But again, their range is what? 9? 9 is lower than 16. 9 is lower than 10. Absolutely disgusting play here by Valis. Absolutely amazing. When I say disgusting, I mean amazing in this scenario. Beautiful play out of our Briton, but now Modri pushing in. Our Spaniard is in trouble. Now there's some pike support from our Ethiopian. Would love to see some Shotel warriors, but he does not have a castle. Instead, he's got 121 villagers. But you want to go longbow, our Persian will go cavalier. No doubt at some point we'll, if he has the resources, we'll upgrade these to paladins. And now Margugu is safe for the moment. What is our Berber player doing? Absolutely nothing. He's building villagers. Oh no, but AR-12, our Lithuanian, is heading up to Imperial. Let's take a look and see if he's gotten any relics, because super duper important. 2 relics now. Does he have any actual units that could benefit at the moment? Absolutely not. Building an incredibly defensive castle here is our Lithuanian. What is he expecting that he's building this castle here? Okay, a little bit of a defeatist mentality, if you ask me, to build a castle in the middle of your base, in the middle of the map, this far behind. But unless it's to start producing Lechai. He does have 2 relics, so free automatic +2. No other upgrades I see here at the top left. He's going for the elite skirmisher fletching upgrades. Okay. Interesting. And now there's enough of a corridor here that these longbows should be safe, but my god, the longbows are notoriously flimsy. I don't even know if you can call them glass cannons, to be honest. They're not that strong, and now all of them should die, surrounded by these Persian cavaliers who are going to make their way to these trebuchets. And now this is what I'm talking about. The Britons, not the best track record. I don't get me wrong, I love them. Everyone who starts playing this game loves the Briton. Who doesn't love a 12 range archer unit? What the hell are these? Modri trying to convert Lycab. Good luck with that. Now AR-12's colony here is going to be under attack. But as I was saying, the Britons, I don't know, they just, if you mass longbows, it just exposes you to so many counters. And they're just not... Okay, Warwolf going up. One of my favorite upgrades. Does he have any trebs? Yeah, he's got 2 trebs here. 100%... 100% accuracy against non-moving targets. So every castle, every tower, every monastery, every mining camp is absolutely going to get wrecked. And like I said, our Persian got the resources. He upgraded these to paladins. Now our Briton is in real trouble. He needs that Berber camel support yesterday. Our Berber instead going, or rather getting husbandry, getting iron casting. Does he have any stables? Oh man, does he have stables? 8 stables here. Maybe it would do well to even delete this one part of this wall here at some point. But yes, here we go. Persian paladins against Berber camels, although needs to get these to heavies, and that's exactly what he's doing. A minute away from heavies. But oh no, Zestosi's base, our Spaniard, has been ransacked. Oh man, and yet again we find ourselves in a scenario where one team is pushing in through one direction, the other team is pushing in through the other direction. The center is a bit of a stalemate. This is a lot of wall here for our Lithuanian. But oh no, Zestosi, this game being the weak link. Although lots of Lithuanian elite skirmishers. Remember, the Lithuanian elite skirmishers do move a little bit faster than average. Not a lot faster, but fast enough to be able to dip, duck, and dive around these halberdiers, who, although they actually, the halberdiers move faster. Okay, our Ethiopian halberdiers here. Let's see how they handle those skirmishers. Should be able to wreck them, especially in these numbers. 32 bombard cannons in support. Any heavy Lithuanian cavalry? Absolutely not. And now our Persian is moving out yet again. Our Briton is moving out yet again, but this time with 27 heavy camel riders, not fully upgraded just yet. Still missing the last attack, the last defense. These Persians also not having the last attack upgrade just yet. He's still a minute away. Remember, Blast Furnace, one of the longest research military researches in the game, takes 100 in-game seconds. Okay, Britain picking off the halberdiers. Fantastic play here by a combo of Berber and Britain. But is there too much paladin HP? Let's see. Oh, why is the Briton retreating? Okay, he's retreating so he can build a wall, hide behind it. But now the camels can't get into here. Or can they? There's a gap here? Okay. Oh, Age of Empires. Oh, Age of Empires. Okay, Lithuanian trying to hold the line against this Byzantine horde. Needs to come up with an answer to these bombard cannons. Otherwise, he's going to just be killed from afar. Fantastic play here by our Persian player, trying to zone out some of these units with halberdiers, especially while yellow Margugu. What the hell is Margugu doing? Yet again, we're 37 minutes into the game, and he does not have an army. He's building 2 archers. 2 archers. Oh, man. And our Persian loses all his halberdiers. His meat shield is gone. Paladins have to retreat to the south. Our Lithuanian, holding the line, is responding to these bombard cannons with bombards of his own, but they do not have +1 range on them. So these purple Ethiopian bombard cannons, remember, what is he getting? Torsion engines? Yeah, so the area of attack, or whatever the hell it's called, what is it called? Area effect range, area effect range is going to be increased for these Ethiopian siege units. Gray supply block does not care about throwing away a bunch of elite skirmishers to try to get this castle to go down. and now replacing them with Lechai. So a fantastic move here. It also looks like yellow, orange and green are pushing in because again, yellow Margugu finally has an army. 25 Arbalests. Let's take a look at their upgrades. No, oh my god, we're 40 minutes into the game. They're sitting in a +1 armor upgrade, although finally does finish chemistry. And we've got another big old battle here. I don't know why the Briton is retreating. I also don't know why Valis is coming so close to the battle. He's an elite longbow. This is 12 range. You don't have to be 4 tiles away from your opponent. Camels, though, doing a fantastic job of taking on these Persian paladins, but Valis needs to snipe these he needs to snipe these halberdiers as they come in. These halberds are going to absolutely destroy these camels. If you watch my stream, you know my opinion about camels. They are absolutely dog shit at everything except killing cavalry, unless we're of course talking about Hindustani camels. Then they are quite nice. And now our Lithuanian finds himself doing the one thing you do not want to do in Age of Empires 2, and that is entering a trash war with the Byzantines. That is absolutely not what you want to be doing, although with bombard cannon support should be able to do okay. How many Lechai? Only 8 Lechai. You see, they're an incredibly tanky unit, but they suffer from the same weakness as, for example, a Genoese crossbow. When you can only build your unit out of a castle, and you can't, for example, plop down 8 archery ranges, you are inherently limited in the quantity that you can build. And so it does cause trouble. He would do well, our Lithuanian, to put up some stables somewhere, not just archery ranges, but start getting out some of that heavy cavalry. Is that a word in English? Camelry? Anyway, enough stream of consciousness thought. Our Berber has abandoned these longbows to their fate. Valis building more and more. Our Berber now moving forward with some cavaliers of his own. But in come finally Margugu's army of 29 arbalests and a random skirmisher. Although backed up by a few of his brothers here. Now this is going to be problematic, although it looks like orange is going to sweep over blue. Blue's paladin count dog shit right now, 6. He has been knocked down significantly. Red Sistosi has been allowed to mine and gather lumber and food this entire game. Absolutely crazy, but our Lithuanian is collapsing. Red needs to step up and help immediately. 28 light cavalry on the way. Imperial Age coming up for him as well. The Spaniards in Imperial could potentially be deadly, but we'll see when he decides to go. Immediately pops up the Hussar upgrade. Immediately gets the final defense upgrade for his cavalry. Hussars here to the south would be an absolute game changer, especially if he can get 30 to 40 of them. The gunpowder units, the skirmishers will be able to zone out these 42 Ethiopian halberdiers and let the Hussars do the rest. But surprise, surprise, Team West pushing in through the north, Team East pushing through the south. Hussars, let's take a look at their upgrades. Absolutely terrible upgrades on these guys. 44 minutes into the game. Oh my goodness. We've got a bunch of base trades. Red has lost his base. Yellow Margugu still has his base. So it looks like Team East is doing a bit of a better job here, which is reflected by their score. Although take a look at the scores. They're basically identical at the 45-minute mark of the game. Army supply, identical. Villager count, identical. Oh my god. What an absolute crazy game. Just like all these Black Forest games in their own ways. And finally, some cavalry here. These Lechai, oh my god, attacking on a 20, ignoring armor. They are absolute beasts. Although does lose 2 to converts. Ay. Another emergency castle going up for a Lithuanian. Luckily for him, purple has not decided to make an issue of the center here. Unluckily for him, needs to use these 10 villagers to do something. And now Margugu is yet again in trouble. Has built a emergency town center, exodusing what, 25 villagers. So Margugu has basically given up on his base. He has given up on his base, and now blue is going to be in trouble. How many paladins? Okay, building 42 paladins is a pretty damn good response to whatever the hell is coming towards his base. How's the HP on these camels, by the way? Not the greatest. They're down about 10% of their HP, but Warwolf Trebs are basically deadly. Oh man, Team West is in serious trouble here. Castle went up. Castle went down. This is a lot. Oh, what the hell is going on here? This is a lot of firepower out of Menunez and Modri. There you go. There you go. Use your 12 range. Don't be afraid. Snipe the fishing ships. But the question is, how will they hold down here? There's nothing they can do to stop these Ethiopian pike. 58 halberdiers, 65 in total, going up to 90. I guess the good news for Team West is that only now Team East is starting to build structures here. So the whole time they've been reinforcing from a distance, and now Defender's advantage is gone. He's running his Cavaliers right into the meat grinder here for some reason. He wants to flank them to get this one treb. Will he get it? Yes! He gets the one treb, but a Pyrrhic victory as this castle looks like it's about to fall. Gray, how much stone do you have? Sub 200. Oh, yeah. Absolute Pyrrhic victory. They're taking out a treb, but losing a castle. And now Persian Paladins finally fully upgraded. 180 HP, plus 4 attack, plus 3 melee, plus 4 pierce. Taking on these Berber camels. These Berber camels need to do a bunch of more hit and runs. I don't know where you're going with your longbows, Valis. Why are you retreating with your longbows? To the safety of what? Your trebs? Okay, to give room to build a castle, I guess. Red still being left alone to mine here. Team East making a bit of a mistake here, but do they care? They have run over one base. They are about to run over AR-12's base. His military supply is absolutely terrible. Only 40 at the moment. Orange supply capped. Oh, man. Okay. This could do well. There's only skirmishers here. Halberdier is very slow to reinforce. And take a look at their upgrades for Modi. Only a +1 attack. Not that they really need it with that 32 freaking bonus against cavalry. But yeah, finally our Spaniard enters the chat. Gets rid of these trebuchets, or at least is trying to get rid of these trebuchets. Will this Lithuanian castle survive desperation mode here? Red should start helping his teammate out here as well. He's got 75 stone that can go towards repairing this castle. Get the freaking trebs. Why are you ignoring the trebs? Get the trebs. Castle barely standing. Oh my god, it should fall, right? No. One more shot? No, it survives. Brilliant play here. I would have loved to see that those trebs go down a little earlier. Red has to absolutely retreat here. He does not want to lose his entire army to halberdiers. But in the north, green and orange pushing their way in. What the hell does Margugu have? What the hell is Margugu doing? Building elite skirmishers where? Okay. So Margugu again this game dropping the ball. Playing a little bit too fast and loose. I don't know what the hell is going on here. This one elite skirmisher getting caged by Menunez. This is, I guess, a special elite skirmisher. He's a a friend of the family's. Wink, wink. Our Spaniard. Let's see the. Wow. Excuse me, guys. I'm just gonna mute the mic for a second, just to give a sip of water. I don't want you guys don't have to hear that. Wow. I am absolutely surprised by what the hell just happened. Why did Team East quit? They were pushing in so nicely to the south. Margugu, I mean, basically a non-end. You know what? That's exactly it. Margugu, a non-entity yet again. Look at Blue's military supply. 7 paladins getting absolutely wrecked by these heavy Berber camels. My God, did he take a sweet time taking those trebs out? I don't know what the hell took him so long, but Team West finally managing to secure at least a stalemate here, right? I mean, look at the HP is more for the other team, but 61 kills, 104 kills. You basically entered into a trash war here to the south as essentially entering a stalemate. 50 elite skirmishers coming out from our Lithuanian, but stalemate to the south, but losing to the north. Oh God, now I see why they quit. Let's take a look at the numbers. Let's see if there's anything hilarious or funny. Oh yeah, 192 longbows. You love to see it. Economically, Okay, not a lot of trade. Biggest recipient of tribute. Sorry guys, sometimes the words escape my brain. Biggest recipient of tribute is our Persian. Biggest donor is our Ethiopian. A little disappointed, not gonna lie. A little disappointed we don't see any Shotel warriors out of this guy. But overall, let's take a look at kill count. What is that? 400, 900, 14, 1300. Sub 1,000 for that team. So even though they pushed in so hard to the south, they have sub 1,000 kill count. Very interesting. I thought it would be much higher with all this trash units being killed left, right, and center. But, oh man, this was a mistake, leaving Zestosi to basically have free range over here. In any event, wow, what a fun game. Let's keep going. I mean, I have 2 left, but we'll only cast 1 because it's already been almost 2.5 hours. My goodness. Oh, freaking Andy and freaking Chris are in this one. King Marv is in this one. Valis. Oh my god, Valley. I don't know why my mind went to Valley Girl. Don't ask me why. Brian, you are back, liquored up and ready to enjoy our final game of the night. Let's take a look at the teams. What do we have? Gray, yellow, orange, and blue. Gray, yellow, orange, and blue. This is Team West. Oh, it screwed me on this one. And then what? Purple, red, teal is... So yeah, so guys, just very quickly bear with me as I change the names of the teams. I knew it wouldn't last the whole game. I knew on the 5th game it would screw me like that. Okay, so let's get the party started and see what the hell we're working with. Starting for Team West. In yellow, frickin' Chris is the Italians. His brother-in-arms, frickin' Andy, as the Mongols. Kylar as the Franks. We'll see what he can do with that civ. And King Marv as the Burgundians. So this is going to be interesting. King Marv, if you saw my Rage Forest streams from what, like a week or so ago, before the deathmatch streams, was always in a supporting position and never quite good at helping his teammates out. We'll see how he does when now it's him who is the one bearing the brunt of the attack. Valis again as the Bengalis. Okay. Modri as the Aztecs. Very powerful civ to have in the team game land. Black Forest again. Celts. High hopes for those as always. And Richard as the Ethiopians. Okay. Not bad. So we got a pretty good civ matchup here. Mongols, Italians, Burgundians, Franks. We basically have a lot of mounted civs for a lot of mounted options for Team West. Whereas we have a few more bipedal, let's say, infantry options. We have Aztecs, Ethiopians, Celts. I mean, Celts could also go Paladins if they want, but I don't know. Not really a fan of that. Bengali's always a big question mark. Will Valis go again on the elite elephant archers? Will he go for just regular elephants? Will he go for ratas? We'll see. For now, what he's going for is a lumber camp. A very pacifistic, non-aggressive lumber camp. Yellow and purple trying to divvy up the map here. I love what yellow is trying to do. Just like in the other game, there's a north-south corridor here that could prove very problematic for Team East because it opens up into these 2 bases, teal and green, potentially exposed. Lots and lots of juicy fat rhinos here. More meat on those. Okay. Purple defending well here, but okay. Now yellow retreats. Chris has to back away. Richard does not want to give him an inch of space here to build any kind of infrastructure. Let's see what happens. So far, no one's really taking any boars. Oh, never mind. Right as I say that, 2 rhinos. Oh, you have to be careful with the villager. And let's see if our Ethiopian this game decides to go for loom or not. Yeah, so you see purple went for loom, which in this game, because he is on the front line, he's not playing a supporting role, is not a bad idea. But now his gold went from 100 to 50, so when he jumps up to feudal, he's not going to be able to go up to very quick castle because he's going to have to plop down a mining camp either to the south or the north. Not a bad location for gold here for purple. In any event, let's see how this battle shapes up. Yellow seems to have won it for now. Although only 3 villagers here. This is a lot of investment here. 8 villagers for Richard, our Ethiopian. Although Kylar supporting his teammate here with a scout. Okay. I mean, if I was purple, I would just leave this. Let the villagers disappear and then attack it, what, in a minute or two? In any event, we've got our first wall off here. Very aggressive out of freaking Chris. Secures himself a nice chunky corridor where he can attack from. Red making no attempt to wall off anything. Teal, a wall off of palisades and houses. For some reason, I thought there was a villager in there. But King Marv with a kind of a wall off here. I guess it is a wall off with this. What is a shrub? This is rainforest? This looks more like a dead shrub to me. This looks like rainforest. No, that's a mangrove. Okay. Makes sense. A wall off to the south, and then in case that messes up, a wall off behind it. Very secondary. Where are these villagers going? What are your plans? You've got your crooks in your hand. You're gonna run into a green wall. Where's the closest green villager? Okay, very close green villagers can easily repair this. So not too sure what the point of this attack was by King Marv. Aggression, qua aggression, not really making much sense to me at the moment, but we'll see. 3 rhinos is freaking Andy taking. Happy to see a game with freaking Andy. I mean, we saw, I think, a few yesterday, but very good player. And what is blue doing now? Okay, he tried to bust in for some undisclosed, unknown reason, and now backs away, instead cutting some trees and then retreating home. So King Marv, a little bit of lag time for his villagers, a little bit of idle time. Looks like there's a bunch of confusion here. A Teal Eagle Warrior fighting off freaking Chris's villagers, while at the same time Double ZX, our red Celt, moves to intercept, but now purple. Okay, they busted through yellow's, and this is what I was talking about. Like, these wall offs are more liability than benefit. I mean, there's no resources here, right? So unless you're worried about ceding control, and very much so, look at this hill. Imagine placing a castle, towers, any kind of static defense on this hill. Unless there's resources here this early in the game, I don't know that it's necessarily worth all the micro and all the resources and all the energy and effort that goes into fighting this. Like, if yellow had just boomed instead, he would be in feudal age right now with probably, instead of 16 villagers, probably 25. If he had just focused on his economic rhino breeder. I saw a very sad Instagram post where I think it was it's yesterday or today. I forget, all the days kind of blend together, you know, in the winter. But there was the 2-year anniversary of the last I think it's the white rhino, which I think they used to base this off in Africa, and the last rhino died, and it was the 2-year anniversary, and you see his handler, who was, you know, trying to keep him safe from poachers, just crying as he holds his head. It was just incredibly sad. Yeah. I mean, I love to see animals die and whatever in this game and attack humans, but in real life they are, you know, animals. Very cute and cuddly. Orange supporting his teammate here with a barracks and a stable. Okay. We'll see what freaking Andy, our Mongol, decides to do. Yeah, exactly, Theodore. That's what I'm talking about. You know, idle villager time is no less serious a metric than, you know, walling off. Like, was it really necessary to invest so much time and resources when you're fighting against palisade walls? I mean, in castle, there's gonna be, you know, there's gonna be like a stone wall behind here, definitely. But a stone wall can be shot down with what, 12, 13 mangonel shots? I don't know. That's just me. Maybe I prefer to, you know, have your own game plan, play it out. Unless he's trying to sneak villagers into your base, which is probably the most legit reason to wall these corridors off. But you can build an outpost or 2. Not a lot of stone for that. Definitely a lot less wood than having to fight. And again, so much idle time. But now we've got more and more players going up to feudal. Valis, big surprise, first to reach castle as the Bengalis. Two of his teammates a minute and a half away, but Team West in 10 seconds, our orange Mongol freaking Andy will be in castle as well. Let's see what he decides to do. He's got a villager here clearing away shrubbery. I don't know what she's doing. Building a, you see a siege onager. So was it all worth it just to die to a siege onager? I don't know. Depends on the game, depends on the map, depends on the aggression. But our Bengali Valas 2 games ago got a taste for this elephant civilization and is now pushing out with some armored elephants. I thought their HP was lowered to 170, or was it from 190 to 180? I don't know. Sometimes the old brain doesn't remember the specific details. But I thought that was one of the to make them more in line with a battering ram HP. Okay, more and more players heading up to castle. Richard, our purple Ethiopian, and freaking Chris, our yellow Italian, nowhere close. I mean, Chris is going up to feudal age. Richard nowhere close. Sanctity being researched by who? By our Bengali. Does he have any monks out? Yeah, he's got monks out. Sorry, what was it? Sanctity? Okay. So let's take a look at in 10 seconds. You'll see their HP jumps from 30 to 45. I would have maybe let the Aztec handle the monk part of the play if you're in a team, but you know, that's just me. Remember, Aztecs fully upgraded monks, 95 HP on those guys compared to the 45 of other fully upgraded, or even 30 of fully upgraded. Actually, let's check in on our Aztec. I haven't seen his base in a while. What is he doing? He is booming. 2 extra town centers. Beautiful placement, by the way, next to the mining camp here, next to the stone. So fantastic play by Modri, who also takes the water for himself. And there you go. All of Purple's effort, all of Purple's energy to put up these walls, to put up this mining camp, to fight and kill and die. All of it amounts to nothing, because even if you were playing on an open map, you'd still have these step lancers. You still have these Mongol units. Oh, what a fun unit. I'm so happy that step lancers are back in the meta the last couple of months. Second town center about to complete for freaking Andy. He's going to start booming his economy as well. And our purple Ethiopian, what can you do in Dark Age? I hope we don't see a 20-minute game here. Is basically what I'm saying. But our Celt, maybe start reinforcing with your quicker infantry units. Okay, should be able to repair this. Step Lancers shouldn't be able to get too close, especially not with 12 villagers already inside. Yeah, he desperately needs his teammate to help him. 3 unclaimed rhinos here. And what is red doing? I mean, it really is a shame that purple is stuck in... Okay, never mind. Now he's in feudal. Trying to do a mass exodus here. Let's see if he can sneak a villager or 2 out of here. Step Lancers missing. Okay, I wouldn't approach. Yeah, exactly. Sacrifice your last villager. Oh man, is this purple's only villager? I mean, it says he's got 8 villagers. Oh no, it looks like there's a bunch here. What are you? You're building a lumber camp. Okay, what are his resources like? Yeah, he needs lumber to get that town center up. I'm surprised his teammates aren't just giving him the lumber that he needs. Okay, so 21 minutes into the game, freaking Andy has steamrolled Richard. His entire base is now under his control. He wants to extend his vision here with an outpost, which is absolutely fantastic. Okay. So we've got a nice little 4-on-3 at the moment. Although our blue Bengali pushing into blue's base. Blue has to deal with these annoying, oh my god, Valis. I think he thinks he's playing the Aztecs. He's gone full monk. Now remember, Bengali monks do come with that amazing +3/+3 armor, making them a little bit harder to kill for these light cav, which come with an annoying 6 attack bonus, or rather scout cavalry, I guess in this case. Light cav with, I think, a 10. I want to say 10 attack bonus against these monks. But what the hell do you do against these chonky boys that are slowly approaching your units, especially when Valis preemptively blocks the route there so you cannot engage into them? Purple quickly building a town center. Red needs to get an army up. He is about to bear the brunt of the Mongolian Golden Horde. But what does he have to do that with? 17, 16 pikemen. Okay, not terrible. Remember, again, these are Celtic pikemen, so they move at a 1.15 extra speed. More and more wall-offs, not a bad temporary measure here. Confusion inside Marv's base, as more and more green Bengalis. Yeah, good luck, Marv. I mean, he's got 5 scout cavalry. What is Gray doing to support his teammate? Absolutely nothing. So it looks like we're going to have a base lost for a base. Purple's base ransacked. Blue's base looks like it's about to get ransacked as well. Although he's got a good amount of scout cavalry. Now building 2 knights. Not bad. Marv has got a lot of food. So he's got enough for another, what, 9 scout cavalry. Unfortunately for him, they are just scout. No. Now they're light cavalry. Was I right? Yes, plus 10 attack bonus. Good to know that I know something about this game. If this is your first time watching my cast or my stream or my videos, you know I'm a incredibly sarcastic. Yellow here. Oh God, Tony the Tiger. I'm surprised it took that many pokes from a step lancer to kill that tiger. 9 HP. Great, he says, and he mauls this horse, this poor unfortunate horse. Really surprised it took that step lancer that long to kill that tiger. Okay, actually, you know what? King Marv is stabilized. Monks, if they can't convert anything, are pretty damn useless. What do we have here? A Celtic pike trying to dislodge this annoying, or rather, what am I saying? A Mongolian pike trying to dislodge an annoying Celtic scorpion. Marv furiously rebuilding. Ignore the attack. Just finish that town center. Garrison the villagers and shell the hell out of these scout cavalry. There you go. Oh, but they miss, even though 2 town centers were firing on them. No, don't lose the light cav here. And what's the follow-up here by green? The base is nice and secure. 3 monasteries, a siege workshop, a barracks. Not much in the way of follow-up here, except for 1 town center. Surprised that Valis isn't building more infrastructure. He's got the wood for it, but does he really need to? Modri entering the chat with a Aztec castle. He is going up to Imperial. He's getting the pike upgrade. He's getting 6 pikemen. What the hell happened here? With a few scorpions and some pike, our red Celt has managed to dislodge the force that dislodged his teammates. So can Purple come home? I mean, I don't know where he's going with these scorpions. There's nothing here. Can Purple come home right now? There's literally nothing here by Orange. He's finally putting up a town center, but there's nothing here. Even the 18 pike should be able to handle and slowly start poking and prodding away at some of these buildings, no? In any event, that aggression to the north has ceased. We have entered in the armistice. To the south, though, they did not get the memo. Castles, monks, pikemen. Oh my, how many Bengali monks? 12. 13th somewhere, probably making his way very, very slowly to the field of battle. I don't know where the hell he is. Oh, there he is. What the hell is he doing up here? Watching the macaws. Watching this beautiful little bird fly over all the action. Gray needs to get his ass in line also and start helping out here. Conscription and throwing axemen for him. 2, 3 knights. But Teal pushing in with those Aztec castles. What is he building in terms of army? A trebuchet. Garland Wars, so all of his infantry is going to have a nice +4 attack boost in 30 seconds. Oh man, we got ourselves a pretty interesting game. I wonder why Orange ceded control of Purple's base for even a slight second here. What is going on here? A busted wall attempt, although Red will finally complete it. Gray pinging here, saying, hey bro, I'm under attack, as if King Marv doesn't know he's under attack. His entire base is under attack. You're out of order. No, you're out of order. No, what the hell's the line? I'm out of order. You're out of order. I don't know. Frankish Castle is not exactly the worst thing to lose. They are 25% off in terms of stone count. Red finally managing to close that wall, so one avenue of attack has been closed. The problem for him, he's got only Pike, and Pike might do well against actually, look at these step lancers. They're down almost 500 HP, but a few good attack rounds from these onagers, or rather mangonels, and these mangudai. Oh, guys, we're about to see the OG tanky chunky unit, the Frankish Paladin, enter the chat. How freaking cool is that? You don't get to see them very often on a 1v1, which is why I absolutely love casting these games. A market going up for Richard, who has literally half the score of the next person above him. One castle, Frankish castle down. Second one looks like it's how many villagers repairing this? 15 villagers repairing it. What's a stone count? 500. So this castle should last pretty good amount of time. A very optimistic outpost here. That is definitely not going up for Modri. Frank being lured. Oh my god, the caster's cursed. I said the castle would last a long time. Please do not engage with your cavaliers until they're paladins. Okay, thank god. Fully upgraded Frankish paladins running away from the action. Where are they going? They are going to slam into the side of Orange's base, I hope. Let's see. Orange is going to have no vision of this. Let's take a look at Orange. Oh god, he's got a house here? What does he have here that is seeing this? Guys, what is happening right now? No, sorry. I am absolutely confused. Orange and Gray are on the same team. I got excited. I thought Gray was about to sideswipe Orange. Instead, for some reason, he's sending a contingent 4,000 HP of paladins to an area that absolutely doesn't need them, instead of hanging around and helping his teammate out. Instead, he's reinforcing this with light cap? What the hell is Gray doing? I mean, again, he's engaging into the kelp? I mean, Orange is doing a pretty damn good job of that himself. I have no clue what is going on. Yellow pinging here. Condottieri are about to enter the field. Unfortunately for him, there are no gunpowder units, so their full potential is not exactly used up here. Oh no, a bunch of Aztec villagers are going to pay the price, although converts going down for them as well. And now our Frank is moving forward. Attack round's good. Pike have to move into the forward position to snipe these paladins. Okay, Blue lending as little support as he possibly can, sending 5 light cavalry. Where are the Frankish paladins here? What are they doing? Are they on like a tour of duty, just hanging there, just taking a look at what's going on? Are they on a discovery patrol or something? What the hell are those Frankish paladins doing? 4,000 HP has been whittled down to 750. They're continuing to run around. Maybe they're just here to scout. Maybe all that tanky HP is designed to give them longevity so they can see what the hell is going out on the map. But Yellow freaking Chris, our Italian, pumping out 31. Condottieri should be able to do pretty okay against these pikemen, but not in these quantities, and especially not with Jaguar warriors mixed in. Take a look at them, their attack bonus, infantry plus 10. They're not even elite yet. And now Valis with his favorite elite elephant archer. Mahayana also, how many villagers? 150 villagers, so now he's going to have 15 extra population space. Each one of these green villagers going from 1 supply to 0.9, which is how that upgrade works. But oh god, oh yeah, good luck with that, my Frank. You are going to get absolutely wrecked. Absolutely wrecked. Okay, he's going for the monks. Paladins engaging, monks safe behind a wall of pike. Okay, the Frank doing better than I thought he would for an absolute second, up until that Garland War Aztec infantry with the +8 attack. Absolutely wrecks him. Red is now in trouble here. So guys, surprise, surprise. Yet again, one team pushing in one side, one team pushing in another side. Scores literally 200 points apart. Tanky, chunky elephant archers now finally fully upgraded. are being built by Valis. Let's see what he's established here. How many? Oh man, 10 archery ranges. And honestly, I have no clue what the hell the point of those paladins was. He literally, are they still around? Oh my god, they're still around. What are they doing? I guess they're just there to kind of, I guess, snipe and pick off any units of the opposing team. Our Frank has made himself at home here in Purple's base, building a town center. No villagers being produced out of there. But now, what does he have in here? A combination of paladins and light cav. Some reinforcements, but again, what do you have to deal with these +8 attack? You know what? Our Aztec is actually quite down in supply, only 10. This might actually be quite dangerous here. He needs to, I was going to say F the Oliphants, go straight for the pike, get rid of your most dangerous opponent, and then take down the elephants. Okay, he does exactly that, and now Paladins streaming in. How many Paladins? Only 27 in the total game. How many of them are here? Oh, my beautiful clicking skills. 20 of them are here. The map is aflame. Red is being attacked here by our Mongol player who has pushed into his base. Our Celt has been dislodged. Has to run away to this back portion that I guess he didn't really intend to make use of. Yellow pinging over here saying, hey, there's still elephant archers here. Gray doing very strange things with his paladins, moving them in very weird directions. But, oh man, Valis, a temporary retreat to regroup. Now back with 32 chunky boys. And no, you cannot engage into these halberdiers. Where is our Italian? What is our Italian doing? Condottieri with very bad upgrades. Pinging over here. Not too sure why. Now finally using this little north-south corridor. Let's see. Oh man, Paladins. Paladins against these chunky elephants. Remember, the HP difference not that great. 300 HP on the elephant, 192 on the Frankish Paladin, 7 armor. So each one of these shots only does 4 damage to the Paladins, whereas the Paladin with an 18 attack does 14 damage. So literally 3.5 times the damage output for a Frankish Paladin against that Bengali elephant archer. And now the battle we've all wanted to see. Mangudai taking on Bengali. A few of them have the high ground, should make them more powerful. Good job for Valis for targeting those first. Pro move for sure. Yellow pinging here. I guess reminding his teammate that he's got a trebuchet. Oh man, more. Man, does Valis love this unit. 12,000 HP of elephant units. These pike have to get into the game though. Okay, let's move east and see what's going on. Valis multitasking on 2 fronts here. Mangudai sniping these Aztec pikemen. Wow, I don't know who to call this game for right now. I mean, Team West definitely seems like they're pushing in through the east, but Team East has ransacked 2 bases of their own, I think. Or maybe 1.5. Blue. I mean, they made the same mistake that was made last game. They're leaving their opponent a little bit too much space here to get back into the game. That being said, you know, Aztec Pike, 42 of them against, you know, a handful of Frankish Paladins. I don't know. Okay, not bad. Trading out some shitty elite skirmishers for these elite elephant archers. What is our Burgundian doing, by the way? Where is our Burgundian in blue? King Marv. I mean, look at this. He's made himself quite at home in the back of Kylar's base. Freaking Andy and freaking Chris continue to try to hammer their way, push their way in here, pinging over here, saying, hey, you have another treb. Use it. And now Valis's infrastructure is very much under attack. Yellow committing to Condottieri. Not sure that's the right move. Although more and more of them streaming down here. Okay, so he does see this. I mean, he must see the wall off too, right? Yeah, he sees the wall off, so he knows there's villagers behind there. Bring a ram. I didn't see if our Mongol researcher drills, so his siege moves faster. You see, this is a mistake I don't like out of Team West. You build how many bombard towers? Oh. You built 6 bombard towers, but you're not luring your opponent in. Your opponent is way outside their range. In any event, though, it doesn't really matter. Team West taking it, even though they've been hammered and bruised and battered here by these Bengali and Aztec forces. I think the Celt and or the Ethiopian shitting the bed really is what caused them to GG. Oh man. I would have also liked to see Team East fight it out, especially with Valis. I mean, Valis with 60 army supply is basically his entire team's army supply, and Pikeman here as well. So out of 89 army supply, you've got 25 and 58, which is what, 83? Which means there's only 6 there's only 6 army supply to fight the Mongol Italian combo here to the east. So in absolutely no surprise that Team East decided to GG. I mean, here you could call it for either team here. I mean, these elephants definitely can't engage into bombard towers and elite skirmishers. Not in these numbers and not without any kind of support from the pike. That being said, our Frankish player has been knocked down to 1 solitary paladin. Not too sure why he's facing that direction. The battlefield's this way, bro. Oh, man. Yeah, we'll pronounce the CH as a soft sh. In any event, what an absolute fun game. I mean, all these Black Forest games, if they can get past the 20-25 minute mark, game just devolve into absolute chaos. Our Italian only killing, oh my god, look at this. Our Ethiopian killing 7 units. That in red, absolute weak spots. You know, the weakest links of their team. Other than that, it's about 600 kills for Valis and Modri, who, by the way, on the same team and on the same path. Absolutely devastating. Is it a surprise that they steamrolled over King Marv, who I guess is now getting a castle up, but okay. I thought I saw a cannon there. Anyway, the other team, Chris and Marv, also not really doing much, but definitely more than 7 and a little less than 550 or so between Kylar and freaking Andy. Wow, what an absolute crazy game. Let's see, economically, our Aztecs sent the most. Our Bengali received the most. So not a surprise there. Our Aztec player going mainly halberdier, or rather pike. And so didn't really need the resources, whereas our Bengali with these heavy, chunky elephant units. Look at this hero light cab, by the way, charging to his death, knowing that he's not making it home for Christmas. Or I guess Easter is closer than Christmas. But not surprised that our Aztec was slinging our Bengali with the chunkier elephant units. Definitely don't need all that many resources if you're going to spam pikemen. And yeah, absolutely fun game. Our Mongol rolling, absolutely rolling over Richard. And that's why I said in the beginning, these walls, man, they give you a real false sense of security. And you think you have time to boom. You think you have time to get your economy up and running. You know, oh, my barracks, I'll make it in a minute. I'll make it in a minute and a half. Let me just get a few more villagers out. Let me just get a few more fishing ships up. And then before you know it, Steppe Lancers, a siege unit, have shown up in your door. You're still stuck in Dark Age, and your opponent just steamrolls over you. So, you know, the psychology of these wall-offs is very interesting to me, and the kind of false sense of security that they give you, because again, now we're in Imperial. Everyone but of course purple is an Imperial, so this map has basically become Arabia. You know, if Valis wanted to, he could have busted a way through here. If anyone wanted to, they could have busted a way through the center forest and opened up another avenue of attack. So in any event, 5 incredibly fun games, a few weak links. You know, always in a 4v4, there's always going to be someone who's doing better than someone else. But wow, glad we got to see the games. Glad we are approaching the 3-hour mark of this stream. How the hell have I been talking for 3 hours? I have no clue. I honestly didn't realize I could. It was even capable for me to talk for 3 hours with only a few sips of water. Although, what did he say yesterday? No Water and exercise. Water and exercise. Always the golden rule. In any event, thank you to everyone who has joined. Tomorrow, again, James, I don't know if it's congrats. If I can talk tomorrow, if I can say something, I'll be happy. Then it'll be congrats. But in any event, I am toying with the idea of a where I'm from, which is Toronto, Canada, Eastern Standard Time, an afternoon live stream, and then another live stream at 7, which is this one. Yeah, exactly, Atlas. You see that? And that's what I'm saying. They give you an incredibly false sense of security. Because a second... Oh, Fahim, you're from Toronto too? Welcome. There you go. I'm glad you said that. I'm always happy to see a fellow Torontonian. It's interesting, when you say Toronto, you don't pronounce the second T, right? You say Toronto. But when you say a person from Toronto is a Torontonian, you do pronounce that second T. Anyway. No more stream of conscious thoughts. I am toying with the idea of potentially having 2 live streams on the weekend if I can survive 5 to 6 hours of streaming. If my internet is good enough, I'm sure I don't have to tell Fahim about the notorious internet where we are, not exactly the most reliable, but. Anyway, stay tuned and check out notifications. Anyway, I'll put up an upcoming thumbnail the second I decide. I'll probably decide by the end of tonight. And yeah, we'll see everyone tomorrow. Thank you so much for everyone for joining. Thanks for commenting. And yeah, my usual spiel at the end here. Help me out with the algorithm. So please make sure you like the video. If you haven't, subscribe to the channel. If you want to hear me rambling on about how much I love snow leopards and rhinos that are dying and various musicians and blah, 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 while at the same time watching a bunch of Bengali elite elephant archers absolutely wreck any unit that tries to come towards them because they've got Aztec, Garland War, augmented pike to their side, we can do everything. You can have your cake and eat it too, So... that being said, I'm going to shut up now. Thank you so much for joining me. I can't believe it has been 3 hours. It honestly feels like it's been 15 minutes. I can't believe we watched 5 games. That is a lot. It honestly, like I said, feels like 15 minutes. So thank you so much. Happy weekend, I guess, to everyone, if it is a weekend where you're from. And good evening, good morning, good afternoon, or what is it that he says in The Truman Show? Good morning, good afternoon, good evening. I don't know exactly what Jim Carrey says, but yeah, have a great remainder of your day wherever you are from. And I will see you at the exact same time tomorrow. And like I said, potentially even earlier with a second live stream. So stay tuned for that. Thank you so much, everyone, for joining, watching, commenting. And please do like the video if you haven't already. Subscribe. And yeah, we'll chat more tomorrow. Have a good night, everyone.